What up, Twitch? Kiss your wife and grab your dice. It's D&D on a Monday night, folks. We're playing some Dungeons & Dragons here on the PU2 channel. You've found PU2. Thank you for clicking on us or finding us. We are playing some Unbeaten Path, which is a fun Dungeons & Dragons homebrew campaign that we play here on this stream. Again, I'm PU2. You can find me on all the social medias, Facebook, X, Insta, YouTube. We're here on Twitch, all the things. We also have a Patreon and a merch store and a Discord channel that you too can be a part of when you follow our link here on our Twitch page. And this is the wonderful campaign designed by quite the ominous looking DM right now, with his hood up. He looks very like he's conspiring traps for us to fall into right now. He is zombie.
Dark zombie.
That's right.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry, I'm intensely reading.
Yeah, you look like you were pondering the orb a little bit.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I'm
definitely
definitely,
orb-centric.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm doing the full D&D GM cosplay today,
That's it. Full commit this one.
complete with beard and hood. Yeah, hey, how's it going?
It's good, man. How's the rest of the crew doing?
I mean,
Climate, how
Doing
you
wonderfully.
Battle armor.
I'm a little
I have
I'm a
myself
little dazed because
beverage.
I just went to the gym and it like wiped me, dude. Like my brain too.
I hear you.
So I wouldn't have gone so hard if I'd known I'd be so incapacitated. But I think I'll function through. I'm just like focusing too intently on one thing at a time. Not always best for jamming.
You've got the pump going on in your brain.
It does.
I'm good, too. Had to mute my mic. I've got a little furry animal
I heard
trying
a
to
little
steal the
yip.
food from me.
Classic.
Yep.
Dobby.
I had one trying to push open my door a second ago. My big guy Lewis has learned how to just put his full weight against my door and open it if I haven't shut it so specifically.
Oh, man.
And he's
Pure
quite
power.
large. It's all
Kinda
just
dog.
physics. A cat, in fact.
Oh.
With that much weight
And the type of
push.
cat
Yes.
is cat.
Just a
Tiger.
heckin' chonker.
He's an American short hair, if you really want to know. Cats do
He's
have
my
breeds. They're just not as
American short hair.
they're not as prestigious. They don't get as much media attention. The cat breeds.
Oh, okay.
And I'm here to educate people. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Cats are people, too.
Thank
You
you
thought
for
this was a
listening
D&D
to cat
game.
awareness, okay?
Okay.
It's actually just me gonna list off the American Kennel Club, but for cats.
That's it.
Do, 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 do.
I don't
All right.
know why this. So I've been putting in, grab your dice, kiss your wife on an AI, and this one was really weird. So I'm gonna put it in Discord so you guys can see it on our Discord channel, and you too can see this as it comes across the Discord channel. It's Twitchverse. I like it. It's creepy, but I'm confused.
Oh wow!
It's very
Yeah.
kind of, I don't know, 70s or something?
Yeah.
Is that
Like Elvira vibes. Yeah.
I was gonna say I'll say instead, is that the guy from Disco Elysium? Because his name's a spoiler. If nobody's played Disco Elysium, you certainly should.
I
That
does
guy,
look
right?
like him, yeah.
Is
I've
just
heard about
straight
it,
up.
and
Yeah,
it seems cool.
it's fantastic. What a great game.
What is that thing behind him?
It's his wife.
Oh, okay.
Because it's grab your dice, kiss your wife. At no point is there like, and Goblin King comes behind me.
It has a terrifying mouth.
And Goblin
yes.
King is also there. All of them actually have completely terrifying mouths. There's not a normal mouth among them.
Not a normal mouth in the bunch.
I was just having a laugh at our memes from the last session.
Mm.
What a fun time that was.
Wow.
Let the memes roll.
Let the meme times roll.
I like that Turtle Knight guy. He's kind of gripping his sword in an interesting One Piece sort of way, where he's got like a grip like this, and the sword is coming out this way, but the hand, like, he's got the grip back here, and the sword going up this way.
I forget the context for that guy.
Demon, dragon, turtle.
Because we didn't really encounter
Genji.
that much last session. It was more of a
Did somebody type
Role
in
play
Teenage
sesh.
Mutant Ninja Genji?
Nice.
not quite,
They should have.
or Spinner from My Hero Academia. Everyone's favorite character is Spinner.
Mhm. With the power to, nobody's quite
Be a
sure.
gecko.
Have a sword that's a lot of swords.
Yeah. I think I looked it up, and his quirk literally just makes him look like a gecko. Like, it doesn't really have any powers. The sword thing is just like a sword he made. Like, it's not part of his quirk at all.
He gets a little bit of a power play.
It is.
He's a strong trans ally, so I'm actually a reasonable
Is that right?
fan. Well, yeah, because Magna, they're one of the members of the League of Villains, is trans. She dies very early on, but
Yeah, I'd probably remember
bury
if
your
I
gaze.
look back. Was it like
She
during
had magnetic powers. It was kind of a weird thing where it's like she's just
Was it
drawn
like during the
completely like a man.
during
Early
the
on.
arc where like the magic guy saved all of them?
Yeah, I think she
Except
dies
for
then.
her. Or was it
Killed
during the
by
muscular arc?
heroes
Maybe?
in general. Magna. I think Overhaul's crew might actually get her.
Hmm.
A diversion.
Well,
I gotta look at my character sheet. I can't remember if we rested or anything. I don't think we did. That's right, we did. I am beaten up.
And you have no spells, I'm sure.
No,
As you haven't for a number of sessions.
that's
Oh,
true.
whoops.
Let me see where I'm at. I'm sitting pretty on HP. I'm still almost full.
I love that for you.
Wow.
It's wonderful for me. I think I got healed, so I did get kind of rocked by a lightning bolt from what I remember.
Hmm.
Something I'm very susceptible to. Yes, I have one of each of my sorts of spells. I've got a first level and a second level, which is nice. I think I wasted my mirror image.
All right. Well, we can dive in whenever we will. Once I pull it up here.
Do some character intros.
As usual, I had to reset my password to get into Roll20 because I have to every single week.
It's very funny. I
don't know what Roll20 does, but for some reason the first 10 passwords I try are never it. I think maybe I've got it this time.
I have the exact opposite experience. For the vast majority of times, logging into any account is a completely arduous journey because you go from like your weakest to like at some point you're typing in your full bank password for Crunchyroll.
You're like, here's what I would have
possible. Yeah,
You're like,
here's what
here
I
is what I would have picked if that was already taken, and here's what I
or
would've
if there was like some stupid requirements. But thankfully for Roll20, it is one of my easiest passwords, so I always hit it first time.
One of the ones that threw me off is I tried to use one of my standard passwords that I use for things that are like not important, but like still just like a standard password I use. And like wherever I was trying to enter it, wouldn't let me use one of the characters that's in that password. I'm like, who restricts characters? Like that's
yeah,
it's a
real.
terrible password idea.
You're bottlenecking. That's wild.
Like, are you trying to kill my security here?
Well, yeah, we know it's not that figure.
Right? That just makes like I'm no algorithm, but that makes like
That's less
thousands
options.
and thousands you don't have to try anymore. Like,
Yeah, it's literally infinite, assuming you don't have a cap on amount of characters.
correct.
And it's functionally infinite, even if you do. If it's like 36 characters, that's still an incredible, like, yeah, it's still an insane amount of numbers that you'd have to try.
Pretty lame. All right, well,
Are we
last
doing
sesh-
character introductions? Are we skipping them? Should we power through? Should we-
Yeah, let's just do real quick before we dive in. I guess it's pretty helpful. So why don't you start us, Avalon?
Yes. I play Karos Fester. I'm an Avarial Artificer, which is a winged elf of sorts. And I am an Armor Artificer. It's my subclass, which means I use armor and my fists to fight. I have bequeathed several of my infusions around. I have two myself. I give the one to my good friend Anubis, who I'll pass it on to right now.
Hi everyone, it's your Twitch channel host PU2, and I play Anubis Calvin. By race I'm a Minotaur, by class I'm a cleric, specifically Grave Domain, whichever that is.
Yeah, no, you got it in one.
Yeah.
I feel like you normally stumble once or twice getting over there, but you got it
No.
right on.
This cow
Grave
jumped,
Domain.
this cow jumped over the moon of roadblocks.
What's the new term for race that you use?
Origin, I believe,
Oh, I like that.
something like that.
Got a creepy sword. A little bit else about Mobus. Got a cool repulsor shield that I was gifted by Karos. And
Oh, stop.
currently
Oh,
low on time, low on HP, and low on spells. So that's
Nah,
me.
come on, it'll be fine.
He's low fat. He's low on spells.
That's right.
He's low on HP.
I'm skim milk right now.
Whoa.
There we go. So that's Mobus.
All right.
And I am Climate Changer playing Alibaba, the tiefling, whose origins of that particular race are interesting. Our race is not, and
Trying to avoid it now.
he is a
Forge.
warlock class with a Djinn patron, particularly in a free tea Djinn. So he's gifted with some fire magic beyond what's normal for a warlock, and he also is he has a flying carpet. You know, he's a cool dude, and
Good old flatter.
that's Alibaba.
Great. Well, last sesh, as we mentioned earlier, we got through 2 whole combats. Was it the Dark Mantle? Was that the one?
No,
Yeah.
Fire Elemental.
That's right, Fire Element first.
Dark
Did
Mantle
Dark
was the
Mantle
other day.
2 sessions ago. And then the creature, my little Frankenstein.
My OC,
mini
please do
boss.
not steal.
Yeah, my OC Donut Steel. Who received himself a boon from Death, who has declared himself a boon giver as well, not unlike the smiling man of our friend, please. So yeah, that's where we finished off. Was in the creature's lab, or the master's lab that the creature has now taken over, building himself a bride. But yeah, I think we were kind of done-ish here.
Yeah, I
As
think
I
it already
recall.
sort of poked around. I
Aren't we
returned to
gonna,
his
like-
journal.
Ritually sacrifice Anubis on the
Oh yeah.
the Frankenstein.
Oh, I remember that.
Already halfway there.
Now that you say that.
Now that you mentioned that.
Already
No,
halfway
that's right,
there.
and the Mjolnir.
Yeah, we all tried to pick it up
No one
and
can
we were
wield.
unable to. Alas. Did Newt gave it a shot? Did we get that rolling?
Did we try to do
See if it'll shrink to a real tiny hand.
Most-
There's precedent
most
for
worthy of geckos?
Frog Thor. You guys remember Frog Thor from the comics, of course.
Yeah,
Bullywog.
I mean, I feel like that opens the door to the how much of a real creature is a familiar. And
Here,
I really
I'll
don't-
roll for Newt.
I
Yeah,
really
we go.
don't want that question.
Oh yeah, it could be.
What's a worthiness roll? It's got to be
13.
charisma.
Just generally
Probably not.
charisma, I'm sure. Yeah,
It's
you
yes,
gotta roll
Newt,
like a 30 though.
It's a little hard to tell. You're like, maybe he could wield it, but he does not have the size to literally like leverage it against anything. So it's like he can't touch the ground and the handle at the
This
same
is
time.
his magic carpet.
So,
It never even detects that he's trying to like register his worthiness. It's like
he
it's like trying to lift up something while you're on it. It just doesn't work.
goes like to the very tip of it, leans back. It like tips over. So you're
Okay.
like, maybe that was
We're
wielding.
unsure if that means.
Was that wielding?
Newt rolled a
There was
negative
no
3.
Wow, this is not a very charismatic lizard. I'll be like, I can't
I
explain
turn
why,
away from it
but
in
I hate this
disgust.
lizard.
I despise the small lizard. He was our mascot before, but that roll. It's over.
Ruined it for everyone. He said a very distasteful joke. Everyone's like, ah,
Yeah.
I'm off of Newt.
He Kramered himself.
Yeah, for real. This is why
But yes,
don't
did
go
we
to the laugh
did we take
factory.
a short rest? I would say that you're sort of
I
our
think so.
barometer for that Alibaba being the short rest.
I think the determination
Pardon
was you were
my
going to
turn-
take a
turn
short
of phrase.
rest. I wasn't
The
sure
hardiest
how
for a
many of
short
y'all
rest.
had hit die left or anything like that.
Yeah, I know Amoobus
Roll
doesn't.
number
I've got
2.
one. I think we always should, just for Alibaba's, sort of peace of mind and spell slots. There's no real, this is kind of the only life we get to live, is in these, brief hour-long moments where we get, any downtime. So, I'm working on my art. I'm trying to go back to school. I'm getting my GED.
You've come so far without your G&D.
20
you literally built an
intelligence,
Iron Man
no high
suit
school diploma.
with
Yeah.
zero education whatsoever.
Suit of armor, 0 degree.
Newt for
Yeah,
president.
so I'll throw one more hit die out there if we are taking ourselves a little rest.
Yeah, I think you were, so feel free to.
I don't know. I guess I didn't take any damage.
Might be
Yeah, it gives you your spells back. I don't know if he even cast any, to be perfectly
Yeah,
honest.
he-
might have just
He
Eldritch
honestly
Blast.
didn't get to do too much. I think he did maybe a lightning bolt or two and called it a day.
I had my Kamehameha Falcon Punch kind of dealio going on. That was fun. I crit on a
Booming
Absorb
blade.
Elements Booming Blade, and so it was very. I don't think we actually said Falcon Punch at the time, which is a shame.
Mm.
Yeah.
I feel
It's
like it
always
very
a
much
future.
was.
'Cause we need
Well, I guess it
to
was
do
wreathed
to
in
come
lightning,
first.
not fire.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. They're being quite litigious these days.
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
I'm
Falcon
always-
Punch powered by Captain Falcon's faith in Jesus Christ, as we always like to say.
Yeah.
That is canonical. You can look it up.
Really?
Do a deep dive into Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon's powers come from his faith in Jesus Christ.
They have public-
That's awesome.
I mean,
The
I
Falcon
don't
is
know.
actually like the dove that alighted on Jesus when he was baptized.
Deepest
The
lore.
symbolism is it's really beautiful.
Yeah, so yeah, y'all can do your short rest stuff, and then
I've concluded it. I think I was actually maybe the only one who short rested at all.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, then
What do
I
you
guess
guys
I
do in
did for
your
my
free
spells,
time?
but yeah, he's just writing in his notebook. You know.
Nice. Short stories, just journaling.
Yeah, we're journaling.
Short stories, long stories,
Journaling.
medium stories.
He's looking around, making sure nobody's looking to see him that he has a personal journal.
A movie swaps up. What you doing?
Nothing. Don't worry about it.
Nerd.
You know, just
Shove him into the nearest locker.
Alibaba writes. Nerd.
You could just write it in Infernal and none of us would understand it. You do have a whole different language that we just sort of don't
yeah,
get.
that's a good idea. I mean, for all you know,
Encode it.
it is in Infernal. None of you have seen it.
Encode
None of
thoughts.
you have seen the writing yet. So,
If any of y'all like
Right.
that cantrip, encode thoughts.
No, I've never seen it. That's fun.
You ever want to do a deep dive? It's fun little cantrip. Alright, so as is typical of the Master's Lab, the same stairs that you entered in now invert themselves and become an upward climb instead of going back to where you came from. So y'all are free to traverse. You may fire when ready.
Remind me, DM, what I saw. I feel like it was a religious experience when I tried to get Mjolnir. When I tried to pick it up.
I think what it was is you were unworthy, and you were able to determine that it wasn't the sword making you unworthy. I think that's where
you were. I think you were unworthy for a secret reason. I was unworthy for hubris, and Alibaba was just unworthy for
for sneakiness.
you know, just sort of look at yourself. The whole thing. But yeah, I think it was a secret for me.
We've checked out body of bride
It's
chick.
a secret for
Bridezilla.
everybody.
Yeah, she's not done yet. It's pretty far away from being ready. It's sort of like the body's all together, but there's no like real life there, and it's not even like he's really all that close. Like it's like kind of a hunk of flesh right now, and it's like, how do you turn a corpse into a person? That's sort of the stage he's at, which is sort of like, 95% of the whole issue. So
Not natural.
I don't know that your summoning tiny lion heads all around you is terribly natural either.
Easy.
My ungodly mechanical body, or Alibaba's just whole thing. Again, second time.
Yeah, so I had mentioned that like he's made a lot of progress on the body, but obviously the hard part is getting a soul in there, and that's the bit that's kind of not quite there yet.
Ramming a soul in that bad boy. I think let's leave him to his work. I'm interested to see what he gets next time. Perhaps we can have a bit more of a dialogue next time. See if we can, break bread with him. See where, we can help. I don't want this guy to not have a wife.
Let's get
Anyway, come on.
zombie lady to pick up the hammer.
I mean,
Just a corpse. Once again, it's like, is a table worthy because it can hold Mjolnir? Like it's
not even a corpse.
it's a corpse
it's like
ever.
I'm
A bunch of
suggesting we
Several corpses.
we weaken at Bernie's to Asgard is what I'm suggesting.
Oh, hey, I'm Lady Thor.
You can't judge somebody
We just, like, tie
who's
it to our
not
arm.
alive.
Yes, I mean, the creature himself needed a magic hand to lift it, but I'm sure she can just do it.
That's right.
Yeah, she'll be fine.
All right, then let's depart.
He's like, fine.
Heading upstairs. If we
Of
can't
course, the
weaken
grave
Bernie's,
cleric wants to
I
use a bunch of
suppose.
dead people.
I am what I am.
I cannot change my nature. I feel like that's like.
Did you have a goth phase, Anubis? Were you a goth teen? A goth teen cow?
He just looks down and he's like, no. And memories of high school flood back.
Just got that flippy hair.
Yeah, have you seen that? Side note, have you seen that?
Over and over again.
Have you seen the TikTok song? It's like, I grow weary of the prairie because I'm so buffaloed. And it's like this like emo buffalo. It's really funny.
It's hilarious.
Got the hair.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, that's me.
Wow, there's actually a lot of art of goth calves.
I'm gonna look that up. I gotta find it. Some artwork of that.
Alright, well, I will. As you traverse. Oh, it's cute. The path and continue forward. You feel the sensation of tumbling, falling to a new room, and when you arrive, you feel a strange warmth and the smell not of a stuffy castle, but of fresh air. As we take you to a next room. I have so many maps at this point. I'm like trying to find where you are.
Start back deleting them and just like.
Well, it's not a problem until I go back to a room I've already used, like the Master's Lab, because then there's been like 6 maps in between there, so I'm like, where are you?
Like the where? Oh, like where we are. I understand.
Yeah. The spot you're at. Okay. And you find yourself in a nice garden of meditation that is kind of all walled in, like one of those smoking areas in a college.
Nice.
Like a little inside-outside, just like in Jonas. If you've
Jonas
seen,
Shadow. If you've seen the hit TV
television show.
I was thinking
Television program.
Starring the
Yes.
Jonas Brothers.
Starring Nick Jonas. Yeah. It's the Disney Channel show that they were
And the
all
other
on.
Jonases, equally.
Well, sure. But he said, I just think of Nick.
Sure,
and I'm
if
like,
you
yeah, he's in
insist.
it.
Starring space explorer Bridget Mendler. As
She
Jenny or
was,
Penny
she
or
was
something.
in an episode. Yeah.
The first episode.
The
Mind
first
you.
episode, but still just the one.
Jenny or Penny or something.
Sitting here. You know, that's actually her official name on the wiki. Like, if you go to the
Jenny or
if you
Penny
get
or
to the
something.
Disney, yeah, they legitimately she doesn't have a real name. It's Jenny or Penny or something.
Were they like musicians or actors?
Once
They
upon
were
a
musicians that
Yeah,
had a
musicians.
TV show. So
time. You know how
it was-
Disney does it. It's like, is Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus a magician or an
Yeah.
actor?
in a very
Musician.
similar way. But the Jonas
this
Brothers,
guy.
I think, were
Magician, I know
musicians
that.
on their own at first, and then I think maybe their first acting job was
Camp Rock.
Camp Rock 1, yeah. And then they didn't have a very big part in Camp Rock 1, but they had a very big part in Camp Rock 2.
Well, I feel like Joe did, and then the
Joe
others
had
did.
a solid part in Camp Rock 1. Everyone else was.
And then Nick went on to be the bigger actor. How about that? But he was so
Yeah.
little in the first one.
Here's my question, since we're going down this rabbit trail. Who is their Billy Ray Cyrus then? If you got Miley to Billy Ray, who is Nick Jonas to the senior?
I mean, their dad was terrible in the show, so I wonder if that was based on their real
Okay.
dad.
He was an actor. I think their dad in real life is not like their. He might be their publicist, actually.
In the show, the actor who plays their dad was like
Okay.
always trying to exploit them for money.
Kevin Jonas Sr. is his name. So he named his first son. You know, you never hear about Kevin being a junior, you know?
But he might not be a proper junior if he has a different middle name.
He looks
That's
like
true.
he's about to sell me Subway. Like I feel like he's like
He's about to sell you 3 teen boys who rock out
oh, he's an
in
ordained
a family-friendly
minister.
way.
Yeah, both Kevin Sr. and Denise were singers who specialized in Christian music.
Ordained minister at Assemblies of God Church.
That's probably why they had those promise rings. and
Falcon
everything.
Punch.
This This article is written hilariously. The brothers' talent didn't come from nowhere. Both Kevin Sr. and Denise were singers who specialized in Christian music. They also passed on their gene to their youngest son, Frankie Jonas, who released his first single, Cocaine.
What?
In February 2023. They're both Christians.
Frankie, what are you
Frankie
doing?
Jonas, Cocaine.
Did Ponyo mean nothing to you, Frankie?
I'll always love Ponyo. I'll always love cocaine.
Wow. All right. The bonus Jonas is really out there.
I think he popped up in the news for the first time because
Gerald
of
Fogle.
his drug usage, I think. Wow.
Like I just see it. It's like a similar vibe to each both of them, you know?
I mean, they do both wear a blue button down. I guess that's...
Lock him up.
All right.
So is this like a giant Jonas Brothers person?
No, it's a giant marble statue of a woman.
Okay.
We've gotten so far off this campaign. I'm sorry.
Unrelated to Jonas Brothers in any way, shape, or form. Oh, he brought it up. Don't get it twisted.
We're so far off base. Oh man. Okay, sorry.
You know, some sessions be like that.
Yeah, they are.
I
Some
mean,
sessions you
I'd
get
be
through
cool
two
with
combats.
it if it was a Jonas Brother statue made of I don't know. I don't want to say cocaine. That would be crazy. The cocaine elemental.
I mean, it is white.
I wonder if he could
Make a cocaine element.
yeah, like some sort of like crack, like I don't know. Can you like form it together in enough? Could you make like a really spiky crack statue? Is what I'm asking.
Oh, nice.
In all reality, like, does it melt at all? I kind of the crystals form. Could you form one big enough and like?
It would be prohibitively expensive.
Oh,
There's
sure.
probably some people you could ask about that. I don't. Not me.
Michelangelo's David made entirely out of
Just
crack
go to
cocaine.
our cocaine and be like, "Hey guys, could you build a statue?"
Hey,
This is very important.
be serious. Be for real right now.
Only serious answers only.
Serious replies only. I will ban you. I've got the moderators on my side.
They did the math. That would be a great one.
Yeah, you attempt to speak Gnomish at it and fail.
I'm gonna take a little look around and see what the statue's all about. Seems pretty peaceful in here. If nothing's like attacked us right away.
Yeah.
Do we need
For sure.
to be
Well,
cautious? Amoeba says.
It's a lovely and tranquil
I'm very
garden.
good at it.
It's kind of twilighty. There's no direct sunlight, but it's definitely fresher than indoors.
I don't trust.
There are a number of smaller statues of kind of like generically actiony scenes, but obviously the notable one is the tremendously large, like 20-foot woman statue in the middle of the garden. If you want to discern anything specific about it,
I'm gonna try to look at her face. I'm
if
sort
you're
of
proficient
curious.
in masonry tools, I'll accept a masonry check if you want to.
I believe I quickly switched to my. I think I can become proficient
like,
in
"I'm
anything
built."
I hold. Let me check my artificery skills. See if I can.
Anubis is gonna perceive. He's feeling very like untrusting.
Untrusting. All right. Ooh, wow.
With an hour
Terrific.
of labor,
Yes.
I can make a set of mason's tools. That does not mean I'm proficient in them.
Yeah,
So
I
I will
don't remember how
also
artificer
proceed.
proficiency worked. I think you do get more than usual, right?
I'm proficient in tinkers, smiths, alchemists, and jewelers' tools, but simply
I
not
see.
masons.
Well,
I'm quite the
apparently,
fiddler with a number of things. Apparently.
He has like
Oh my
X-ray
God.
vision, infrared.
yeah, he's quite
All
a
the
proficient
bandwidth.
here.
He's fine then. I don't need to do anything.
Is that your your streaming account that you just received with. It's fine.
Yeah, if I play on the other computer over here, it allows my stream not to be campered as much.
Nice. The dual setup.
That's right.
Yeah, so you perceive a few things. First of all, this giant statue, while not a perfect likeness, does appear to also be of the queen. Not unlike that sarcophagus that you saw not long ago. Yeah, it's a big marble statue, very nicely made. I'm gonna say, because I was gonna do with a good enough masonry check, but I think with a tremendous perception check is equally good. That you notice that it is moving a bit, but also you notice some distinct seams, which are flaws that where it appears to not have been able to be made out of one solid piece. And as a result of noticing that, and you guys being able to target that, I am going to lower its AC somewhat from a terrific check.
Thank you.
But yes, I imagine upon seeing it, you may want to roll initiative.
Get ready.
I relay this to my compatriots.
But it's not going to move toward you right away. It doesn't know you perceive this unless you're going to like shout, "Look out!"
Well, before
but we'll just launch initiative because that'll give us a nice way to keep track.
Anubis subtly does church gossip.
Let me clear
to be
this
able to talk softly about somebody that's nearby.
Yeah. Did you hear about the statue?
Bless her heart.
So that
I can't believe she did that.
so that my people.
I'll be praying for this big statue over here. She needs it.
Thanks for telling me that. I was going to go fly up there and get eye level with it, but
I mean,
not planning to do that anymore.
that still could be the plan. You can make your own choices.
You can go your own way.
Well, that's convenient.
Well, this feels canonical. Anubis, first to notice, first to act.
I don't
That's
know
right.
what I'm gonna do.
Alright, so you were able to relay both the flaws and the fact that this is a creature to your friends, so they can share your AC reduction and
Unless you want to keep it to yourself.
knowledge in action.
And,
Yeah,
and
if you want to be the hero, the only
all
one.
the glory.
Big damn
Why can you
hero.
hit it so frequently and we're having trouble?
It's crazy.
What should I do, guys? Are we barging in?
Charge it.
Charging?
Maybe you should try talk to it.
Much like everything on the path, I think it'll probably just attack us sooner rather than later. We don't even have that high of a hit rate of talking with things that even look like they would reason with us.
He doesn't even let you finish. He goes, charge!
I can just go for it. Attaboy.
So, he's going to use thrust web, and I think I have enough feet to get to him.
Yeah, this garden's not crazy big.
So,
You've got at least 2.
That will hit.
cool. I'm just measuring for
Measuring.
distance purposes.
Oh.
So not quite.
I don't think so, yeah. Unless you count 5 feet reach.
No,
Because I was like right
you only
here.
have to get next to it, I think.
Yeah, that should do it.
No, you'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, you're right.
Ha!
I think you also have a charging turn.
Yeah, you
Does that
literally
apply
can
here?
charge.
Yes.
I think so.
I think the damage it rolls next to it is yes. So it'd be 15 damage, 15 piercing damage instead of 13.
Amubus, I feel like she's looking down at you.
That's it. No one looks down. No one puts.
Yeah,
Anubis
so you
in a
charge
corner.
forward, and you see little cracks form at the point of impact with your sweet blade. It seems to be perfectly effective.
Cool. That's what I do.
It's just like, ow.
Oh my gosh. But in giant, so it's like...
You're not cool.
Anything further from you, Mubis?
No, I'm at a stiff.
Then Karos, it is your turn.
I'm gonna charge it. I'm gonna go here. Get a little side action in case she's got any big slams or big jams that'll do AoE. And I'm gonna hit him with my wombo combo, my current run wombo combo. A really solid roll.
Current wombo and your current combo.
That's low.
Alright, as you strike out with your booming blade, you remember at the last minute to aim for one of the cracks. And this is an example of a hit that would have missed had we not determined its flaws. So you do hit.
That's fantastic. I give a little nod to Amubis for his keen eye while I deal my damage. This one's for you.
Anubis is
12?
pretty
12?
Yeah. A
Thunder
crack
damage.
a crack of thunder as you boom, boom, rip into
And
it.
I'm gonna take my other jab with my other fist.
Yeah,
It's
that'll
a
hit
solid 19.
either way.
And that's 10
Another
thunder
10
damage.
thunder damage.
Wonderful.
Lots of thundery noises.
Yeah.
And we move on
Putting
to-
some cracks in this.
Alibaba's turn.
Okay. So everybody charged.
Mm-hmm.
Come on and
Typical,
charge.
typical you are always charging.
Get in
Ali-
melee damage.
Alibaba, come on.
Stab the King of Sleeping! Use your melee weapons. They're lonely.
I'd like to do a check to see if I overcome the peer pressure of this.
Alright, well, it's like force of will, so
Okay.
I don't know. Would that be a wisdom save or a charisma save? I don't know the rules behind
Are
it.
you trying to resist
I
us,
made
or are you
it.
trying
I
to
got a
become
10.
the new cool?
Yeah, and also is peer pressure, is it intimidation or is it persuasion?
Well,
It's actually its own
since
stat.
it's like right in the middle, Alibaba, sort of apathetically charges in.
Oh, no. Let's
And he pulls out his
the gang's all here.
King of Sleep and
Yeah.
aims for a seam
A seam.
in
Let's see
the
if we can do
creature.
a seamless strike.
I think it's this dagger right here.
He's got a cleave. We're all just gone.
I have a +3 dagger. I'm trying to get it to work. Hold on. Alright, this is actually +3, but I don't know why it says
Wow.
+5.
You rolled a 2, so it's probably a no anyway.
Clink!
Yeah, I'm afraid even aiming for a seam, the blade at the angle you strike just is a little too short to get a little damage done. And, perhaps another attempt would go better, but that particular strike, I'm
You would
afraid.
think I would have learned my lesson about risky
With a
business
huge creature
by
like
now.
this, it's not. It's less a miss and more a do you impact enough to actually do
Even
it?
make it notice.
And in this case, Negative.
You did your best. You did your best. Maybe just back up after this.
Anything else from you?
That will be it.
All right.
I have a bag of sand. Throw sand in his eyes.
Pocket
Pocket
sand.
sand.
It's like you throw sand in its stone eyes, it blinks, and like its own sand falls out. Sand is one of the things it really doesn't care about much.
It's like contact solution for them. They just like dip it in sand and then put it in.
That's funny. Yeah, so it is going to reach down near itself and pluck off a marble pillar from like kind of a nice little gazebo that was built around it, and it's going to thwack you with it, Karos. It attempts to beat you down with its mighty power.
Miss.
Impacts with the ground.
Hit. Huge hit.
And wham! Manages to hit on you for 12 bludgeoning damage.
I'll take it. I'm gonna attempt to blind it. Is it even half effective?
It's not immune or anything. What?
Cool.
What needs to happen?
I'm using my radiant weapon.
Okay.
And it'll be a Constitution save against my spell save.
Okay.
Which is a number.
14, 15?
8 plus proficiency, which is 3, plus my 16.
All right.
Oh my god.
It does manage to
fair.
avoid being blinded. It appears its stone eyes have some resistance to light, more so perhaps than flesh eyes.
Wonderful.
Yeah, well, you could tell that in an ideal scenario that might have worked.
It specifically has to avoid taking it. It's not just like, so. Cool.
What's that?
Great. I was saying it like specifically has to not look at it as opposed to it just like fully tanking the hit and it not working. I was mostly just repeating.
Oh, yes. And we come back around to Amubis as the giant seems to be where it wants to be.
Okay. And where
Because who I am is who I want to be.
And where it isn't where it wants to be, I don't want it to be. So I will stab with thrust web.
Alrighty. Kids and never stops.
Yes. Yes.
That'll hit.
Die.
Alright, 11 piercing damage into one of the flaws you did notice. Anything else from you, sir?
Can't really move, so kind of engaged in this thing.
Engaged. Alrighty.
Engage.
Karos, it is your turn.
Great.
For you.
I am gonna move. I'll just flank it just for fun.
Yep.
You know, it offers no mechanical benefit, as that imbalances 5th edition, to my opinion. And then I'm gonna booming blade it. Oh my gosh!
All right.
I've never rolled so poorly.
Yes,
I feel like I
that's
never don't hit.
Quite a low roll. Yeah, and even aiming at the seams, that is a bit too low for its tremendous stony form.
How dare! Well, I'll normal punch then with my bonus action, as is a boon given me by the Smiling Man. I'll deal 14 damage anyway.
Hit.
I'm cool with dealing 14 damage in a turn. That's just
A
me.
terrific 14 thunder damage as bits of it chip off from
Steady
the
damage.
force of the sound explosion.
And as always, a beeping small nanobot is left on the body. So anything else is...
Yep.
Any attacks not at me are disadvantaged.
Yep.
A true tank in 5th edition. Crazy.
Only one of 2 classes that can... No, 3 that can actually do it. Well, maybe 4, if you count Peace Cleric. Peace Cleric, Cavalier Fighter, Ancestral
Peace
Guardian
Cleric
Barbarian.
nerfed into the ground by anyone who ever looks at it.
Any DM with half a mind. It's your turn, Alibaba.
Alright. Alibaba flies up eye level with the creature.
Yeah.
He places his hand on the side of her face and says,
Ooh.
"My lady, you should calm down, it's okay." And then he casts Shocking Grasp.
Oh.
That's kind of the bait and switch there, Alibaba.
Yeah. You never let them know your next move, you know?
I mean, sometimes
Yeah, that'll hit.
Okay.
yelling "calm down" and then tasing someone is that's a peacekeeping move.
No way, is that 2 1s? Oh my gosh.
2
Well-
lightning damage, huh?
You do a shocking 2 damage. Frankly, just very shocking.
But no longer can the statue make reactions. So,
Correct. So you're
The real
Alibaba
reason
will
the
be
average person.
flying away. Woo.
Yeah, you. She kind of winces away from your shock and neglects to attack in an opportunistic way.
What could have been? It just...
Anything else for you? You probably have a bonus.
That's it.
No, well, I think activating your flying is a bonus. So,
Yeah,
Cool.
it's an action to do the flying, I believe. To cast it, actually.
is it?
Yeah.
Well, then you
Does
can
it just
shocking
stay all the
grasp at
time?
the same time, but you could just walk away.
Yeah, that's fine. You could just retcon that I was walking.
Sounds good. Yes, compelled by your beeping, she will make attacks towards you once again, Karos. Again with her marble pillar, her weapon of choice.
Marble pillar.
And-
I hardly know her.
Swing wide
It's actually Mabel.
and make
Mabel
another
pillar.
connection.
That's just her name. This is Mabel Pillar.
For 14 bludgeoning damage.
Alright, take it. I'm looking a little rougher.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe she was born with it then. What do you think?
Born with it.
Still technically unbloodied.
Yeah, her hair's unimpressive. It's in a sensible hairstyle right now. She's a kind of matronly statue. Amubis, it is your turn to fight this marble statue. I'll say that not bloodied, but dustied it is looking. That's right. It's a new term coined by
Done
I.
and dusted.
I prefer thrust web.
Thrusty.
Ah, critical hit.
Whoa!
Bad damage.
What extra damage? Let's go.
But yeah, she will take 9 piercing from your critical stab. Yeah, you will get her in a very critical place. Any preferred critical place you care to hit her?
She's looking
I mean,
on,
down.
you could probably only reach up to her waist, so
Okay.
just like in her knee or something.
I'm gonna strike her the most unoffensive part on a female. I guess I'm gonna go for the
pick.
shins. The shins.
The least offensive
stab
part
her.
of a female.
Firmly in the shins, she blushes.
Oh,
I didn't mean to. He drops the sword. He's like, I'm sorry.
that's actually, it's very scandalous in giant culture.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
The shins are the most
Very
intimate part.
Garrus, it is your turn, sir.
Yeah, I'm doing the Kirk double punch. I've
know?
got my booming blade in one hand and my fist in the other, and I'm
Just do it.
I'm going to
both.
town.
Just roll
19,
out. They'll both hit
26. Boom and blade.
for 28 thunder
For a
damage
total of
from the
28
Kirk
thunder
combo.
damage. From the Kirk hammer.
Yeah, you're chipping off a lot of her luster here. She's starting to look less and less like a lady and more just like a human form blob as you guys chip off all her beautiful details. It is
I feel
Alibaba's
bad
turn
now.
for chipping off her beautiful details.
Yeah.
You should. I'm just kidding.
Okay. Well, Alibaba.
I mean, to be fair, she's trying to chip off your beautiful details as well.
Of your blood, your guts, your general soul, life, body connection.
All the little things that we call beautiful details.
All the little things that make life worth living, like the next breath of air.
Well, your initial one will shoot wide, perhaps affected by your guilty feeling for destroying such a fine piece of art. But you get over it pretty quick, and your second one hits.
Okay.
Yeah, you look for the most valuable object in the room, as is your want, and you find the 30-foot marble statue that you're
Yeah, I didn't
currently
ask
destroying.
that because it seemed obvious, but
In your first check, you see this marble statue, but in your second check, you realize the most valuable thing is your own life, and so you
It starts to become the real shining star of every room when you're in danger.
yeah, the
Turns out I was
real
the
treasure was the
treasure
friends we
all
made along the way. Great.
Treasure that is the friends we
16 damage.
Well, she remains taunted, so she shall do as the taunt compels, and attack Karos yet again.
Hit.
And whack.
Ooh,
Whoa,
Yeah,
for massive
oh
21
my
bludgeoning
God.
damage.
I'm actually
Yeah,
looking much
she had been
rougher.
rolling really poorly up until
Okay.
that moment.
I wasn't familiar with your game.
Yeah. Turns out a 20-foot stone giant wielding a marble pillar does a little
Can
bit of
do
damage.
a little
when
bit
she
of
hits.
damage. Well, let's see.
Well,
it then.
if you're not down, she's gonna swing again.
I'm not down, but I'm almost. Ooh,
All right. Well,
miss.
she will miss this time.
nice.
But yeah, she's serious. She's out for blood. And we return to Amubus's turn,
Wild card.
and he shall trust with the trust web, and indeed hit. And
What
you
a
know
great
that's
sword.
just enough. You find just the right crack and shove it in, and like all those YouTube shorts of people splitting marble rocks, crack. Her pieces do fall apart
Oh,
From-
I did.
not just the seemingly inadequate final strike, but it's all the accumulated strikes that led to this moment as she cracks and shatters and falls to pieces,
Nice.
ending our combat. I'm going to clear this list now because it annoys me every time.
As it shatters, Karos just does his helmet down, as he sometimes does after combat. He's like sweating. There's blood.
The suit's cleaning you up as best it can.
Yeah, little nanobot
Kaiju number 8
Roombas
style.
are like.
That's for the
I
anime
finished
fans.
it the other day. Fantastic.
Oh, Chef's Kiss.
Excited.
Chef's Kiss.
Excited for the next season.
It's so good.
Have you watched that one, Climate Changer, yet?
What?
Kaiju number 8, the anime?
No.
It's
really good.
a real quality one. There's only one season out now.
What's
it's
it
like
on?
10 episodes or something. Crunchyroll is where I watched it.
Okay.
It's on the internet. If you Google its name, it'll be one of the
But it's
first
that-
results.
It's they fight kaiju, so it's like a little like Pacific Rim, but they don't fight with mechs. They just fight with themselves. But their suits are like made of parts of kaiju, so they kind of like augment their strength and like can heal them and stuff. And then the main
The
guy,
protagonist is a little older. Is cool.
yeah, he's like 32. So I'm like, a protagonist for the overweight 30-year-olds.
It's not the Shinji Ikaris of the world where it's like, why am I watching this 12-year-old like go through all these horrible
he's a
troubles?
proper age man. Of course, they treat him like he's completely over the hill and his life is 100% behind him. But
yeah, you kind of have to build up
in
your
anime
psychic
years, he
damage.
is.
Yeah.
But no, he actually has a good job. He just wants to be a human.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's good fun.
It is good. It is very good.
Spoiler: the main guy gets the ability to like turn into a very, very strong like monster. That's really cool. It's like kind of Godzilla inspired a little bit, but just really goes cool places.
Good theme song too, which is very important for me in the series.
And ending theme.
Yeah.
It's written by One Republic.
Is that true?
Wow.
Yeah, the ending theme is
That's
One
hilarious. I had no idea.
Republic. Nobody.
Nobody got me the way you do. That's hilarious. That's One Republic. That makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah, you have defeated this ring. And you can
Wonderful.
see, kind of to the north here, an entranceway back into the keep, where you can keep heading down the path.
Do we get any essence or whatever from this thing?
Yeah, just assume that you've been getting like the sort of
Okay.
magic currency this whole time.
I'm Roomboing it all up.
Is there 30 feet of statues worth of marble here, out of curiosity, or did it disappear like some things do sometimes?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's plain material enough that it just falls and it's about.
It's a
I
ring
need anything
about.
with them. I was just
Yeah,
curious.
she officially took up a 15 by 15 space, but it was about a 20-foot statue that
Big lady.
would crouch down and smack you.
I take my thieves.
I'll be honest,
and
guys.
my,
I just really wanted. I just had this like irrepressible urge to have a huge monster this week. I don't know why. I was like, I need a
huge monsters are fun. You didn't
so
get to use them
that's
very much.
what we did.
Big lady.
My next goal is to use a gargantuan monster.
Mountain lady.
Yeah, mountain lady, exactly.
This gave me PTSD from my Dwarf Fortress campaign where I was killed by a giant marble
yeah.
titan.
So sad.
I hate to see it.
Yeah.
Well, you won
Anyway.
this time, so
Yeah.
we're healing these old wounds.
This place, I sort of use my path knowledge of like my different investigations, and I take a leaf and I lick it. This place seems like a place of peace. Does it seem more solid than the rest of it, or does it feel like it'll collapse after an hour as well? I'm sort of trying to gauge, because we are toasted,
Yeah,
and it might just be a death march. But I just want to check to make sure we don't leave rest area too soon.
yeah, you can do like well, I mean, the surefire way is just wait an hour, but you can you can do an investigation and sort of test the limits of this world. Like the way it's built, like this particular room, you do have like stone castle walls kind of all around this garden, and up in the sky you can see kind of generic stars that you don't specifically recognize in a twilighty sort of setting. You don't see the sun nor the moon, with the exception of Anubis, who can always see the sun.
Right.
Deepest lore. And so you can like kind of look at the corners of this world if you want, and that's like, that's not going to be vigorous activity, so you're not going to interrupt any resting you might want to do, or whatever.
Cool. I don't have any short rest to go, but I'll give a quick poker.
Yeah.
Finding not much.
Yeah, you give it the once over, you give it a sniff, you feel the vibes, you touch grass.
Good pointers.
And
Definitely taking my shoes off.
nothing feels really different to you.
Yeah.
So there's nothing extra special to discern?
I don't specifically need a rest. I think I'm sort of not going to feel any better until we get a good 8 hours of sleep. Well, for me, 4 hours of meditation, because of course I'm an elf, you see.
That's right.
We could move on if we just.
Well,
like
you
to
still
move
need 8
on.
hours of
I'll
rest,
allow
only 4 hours of sleep.
it. Yes,
I could
exactly.
move on for sure.
What
I'm
did,
going to be very sort of ill for the rest of our adventure, but you know,
what did the leaf you licked tell you?
What do your elf eyes see?
it told me that leaves in the path taste like normal leaves. There's sort of that odd outside texture that's like a little bitter, and then it's just sort of like a waxy feeling underneath it.
Yeah,
They've
you're a
really
cat.
replicated the taste of leaves pretty well, actually.
It's really great if you're like a cat who wants to vomit, or a
I often am.
giraffe who wants to be fed. Like they're ideal for all scenarios.
Where in?
I saw some giraffes.
I'm curious now. Where is the sun, DM? As I look up.
So we'll say if you're facing the exit to this area, as in like the castle keep, like the next area, it's like 30 degrees down to your back left. So somewhere like over here,
Gotcha.
but below horizon level.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna need like the altitude and azimuth on that, and the latitude.
That's right.
I
You
mean,
use space coordinates.
Azimuth? What's the azimuth of it?
felt I was already being pretty accurate.
All right.
Anubis, I don't mean to be rude or to take back a gift, but could I have my healing potion back? And I might drink it right now. We exchanged healing potions. Your empty one for my full
No
one.
takesies, backsies. Yeah, that's fine.
What?
Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
I gave it back.
I'm gonna have a little sip. Oh my goodness, not very much.
So Alibaba
Yeah.
lays his hand on Karos and casts I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, lay on hands.
Healing light, I think.
Healing light, yeah, there we go.
Can you do that on
Swords of revealing light.
Can you do that on 2 people?
It's a pool.
Well, he has
a
a pool of d6s that equals his level +1 that he can expend however.
And I believe he has expended
Where did
some
it
of them
go?
on you.
It's in the notes. It's not in.
Because it's not a real ability.
Let me make sure it's in.
I'm at a third.
Yeah, it should be in your journal. It's called Healing Light in the notes.
Yep. Okay. Sorry.
And then I don't remember if I put it in your character sheet or not.
+1 for your every warlock level.
So 1d6 plus 6.
No, so the healing is just the d6s, but the number of d6s you have is your warlock level
1d6 times 6.
Correct.
Yes.
Okay.
And the number you can spend at once with the bonus action is your charisma modifier, but obviously you have infinite bonus actions right now because we're out of combat, so you can spend them as you choose.
You rolled a 4.
Yeah, just keep track of how many you have left somewhere.
Wonderful. Thank you.
It's not much,
I'm now
but it's honest work.
A little closer to half. I feel reasonably fine with, fighting death in the next room or something. I think we got him. I think it'll be alright.
Alibaba cast fly.
Amubis starts to walk.
Flatter.
He just hovers right over Amubis.
Mubis doesn't give him attention because he doesn't want to acknowledge it.
He's like trying to
Finding
give you
your
shade and all this stuff.
Why doesn't
At Twilight.
Amubis give me another perception check,
Okay.
and Karos give me another investigation check, because you two explicitly looked around earlier, and okay. So another thing you kind of noticed as you looked around, you were heavily focused on the giant statue, but there are other statues in this garden as well. Specifically these ones here. And just something of note of them as you look at if you're entering here from the east area, on your left the statue is a form of a young man, and on your right it's a statue is a form of an old man, and then they swap for the next set of statues, where it's a old man on your right and a young man on your left. Their faces are formless. They're just given the impression of those things. So that's the only other thing worthy of note for those statues.
Nothing in this little nice alcove.
Points.
It's just a seating
No, it's just a nice
alcove
chilling spot, a
with
little dinner table. Maybe the master takes breakfast out here or something. Just a charming.
This flower.
If you played Witcher 3, it's when Triss and Geralt go to the party, looking for the Jaguar Mask
cool.
guy. And,
Yeah,
when they
It's
place
a nice
where they
party.
kiss, like near the fountain, like, or don't kiss because we hate Triss around here. All my homies hate Triss.
No, I did. That was mine. I watched the show later. I watched the show and then played Witcher 3. Of course, we're all going for Yennefer.
Yeah, I mean, Yennefer also sucks. But
Or if I knew the plot at all.
But I mean, Geralt just likes sucking women. That's just a fact. And because
if you just play Witcher 3,
sorceresses, and they're the worst.
A reasonable idea. If you know the lore
Yeah.
of Witcher at all, you'd stay the hell away from any sorcerer.
I mean, she just very took advantage of Geralt. Like, Geralt never liked her, and she waited till he had amnesia, and then she
memory loss.
was like, "I'm your girlfriend." And
like,
then
okay.
later he was like, "Wait, I liked Yen the whole time," and she's like, "Oops, teehee." It's like that's not a cool thing to do to a guy.
Is the path forward from here? You said towards the castle, right?
Yeah, to the north, and it goes back inside.
Is there like a path door between there, or no? It's just like
Yeah.
Okay.
There's like a sealed door. It's like kind of looks like a wooden door, but when opened, it would reveal a fog gate.
Gotcha.
So Alibaba kind of flies over in front of one of these statues. And lands like right in front, and just sticks his hands out and says, "Put her there. Nice to meet you." And just kind of holds his hand out to see if anything happens.
Why would you send Newt?
Hit it with a persuasion check. See if you can convince the stone to speak to thou.
All right.
It's a crit. You got it.
We killed its mom.
I have to. My hands are tied.
Yeah. Simply how it. Great.
9.
Thou silver tongue be not enough to awaken yon statue.
I'm rolling pretty
And
bad.
it remains in stony form.
5.
Leave it, Alibaba. Let's go.
He kind of floats over.
Amubis follows, headed towards the castle.
Yes, let's get out of here. Come what may, I say.
All right. Well, if your prep is done, you may move through this door. And indeed, this final door, as you find yourself in the throne room
Cool.
of the master.
Oh no.
Very
good
cool.
going.
Yeah, Anakin Skywalker here.
I hurt you.
You turned them against me.
I love
And
1 point
y'all-
perspective dungeon battle maps.
Yeah, I mean this
Nerd.
map's so huge, but I kind of love it.
It is
I love a
massive.
big map.
It's a very big.
Yeah.
So much room for activities and running up.
So, the master is just sitting cross-legged in his chair ahead of you. He doesn't. Sorry, I'm doing something in the background. He doesn't make any moves for now, so you guys are free to, if you want to
Advance.
attempt to do something, try to do something, or if you just
Yeah,
want to dive
sort
in.
of generally approach, I think, try to get closer.
Just contextually, is it pretty obvious that we're here to this person? Like, I mean,
Yeah, you're straight across. You come through a door.
Just like open a door. Okay.
He's kind of lazily looking at you. He's just not making any moves right now. So I don't think you're. I mean, there are probably some corners you could duck in and be like, for the moment, hidden from him. You know, like off to the side here, or like maybe behind a pillar or something. But he would know that you're in the room. He just would maybe not be able to directly see you. You chose to. Sorry, I'm trying to. I should have looked for this.
I would like to see if I can tell anything about the master as far as if they're a magic user, if I'm about to die from fireball or something like that.
It's pretty important knowledge.
Yeah, you could do an insight check. I think that's.
Trying to remember a little bit of what he did to us
Fine
before.
Okay,
He stabbed.
speaking of, I had a question for you. Apparently, I needed to look this up, but I didn't know. Wasn't he like? Didn't he do spellcasting last time? I don't see it on his character sheet, but
he cast
I thought he was like.
I'm stepping away for 2 seconds.
I thought he was like blighting or something. Like, wasn't he using some sort of like spell?
He was blinding.
Oh.
He had like a death and decay sort of thing. Was it
like, where did I put that? Because I don't
something?
see it in his character.
He had a special weapon that I think might have been.
Like, I almost feel like this character sheet is missing the spellcasting
tab.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think he definitely. He was hitting Amubis, I think, exclusively with his like Wither and Decay, which was reducing his max HP. So like he got his max HP reduced down to literally nothing, which was funny. So it'd have to be something that does reduce his max HP. He's like a vampire lord or something, I assume. No need for confirmation, but it might be on that.
Sorry about that, gents.
He was.
Gents.
He got.
It's all right.
It's all right.
I think he had been stabbing Alibaba.
Yeah, he had a dancing blade.
He didn't damage me at all, and he did exclusively damage Amubis with his max HP reducer, whatever that ability is. I got charmed at the end.
Yes.
He's got a lot of things going for him.
A little of this, a little of that.
I'm relatively difficult to charm, but still got through. Got resistance.
Got.
This master needs some good old-fashioned discipline. A little spoiled.
Sorry, I'm looking around for just a second, just to see. Like, I don't know where I left that. Like, did I?
The prince.
I don't even know. Well, there you go.
He's sort of, but not entirely the prince. It's not quite clear.
Can you artifice me a sniper rifle?
feet six.
I'll see if I can find anything to increase your range. I could make you a magic wand. I think that would maybe +1 your. You might have to. You might have to wait a couple of levels and get spells like the sniper. Just for this fight, we just keep looping back around, just grinding
get there
Alibaba
eventually.
XP until he gets spell sniper. Enhanced arcane focus. While holding this item, a creature gains +1 bonus to spell attack rolls. In addition, the creature ignores half cover when making a spell attack.
What is this?
It's just an infusion I can get.
Cool.
I could technically give
One more
to all
second,
of us,
guys,
but
and
I
then I'll
can't
be ready.
remember.
The
I
master
don't use
is
my
cool,
boots that much.
like 250 feet away, so
I mean,
you
you'll
get to
probably start
walk
to hit
up
him.
really cool, you know, get to like
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast.
Very
is-
cinematic.
It's a long attack anyway. Isn't it like 120 feet? Like you'll definitely be able to get a couple rounds on him before anyone.
I'm tempted to just head up towards the middle and then shoot fireball behind me, so there's an explosion behind us as we're walking up.
Very cool.
Guys,
I played with a friend.
Oh, my internet
who-
is working. This is nice.
He got Spell Sniper and he picked up Eldritch Blast as a sorcerer. And so he had Eldritch Blast, which is 120 feet, Spell Sniper, which doubles it, and then he used the sorcerer meta magic to increase its distance again by double. So he, at one point, he was literally just like on a ship sniping someone who was like jumping across rooftops, and none of us could even see him.
He's
It was fun.
rooftops. All right, so with your insight and him being so far away, you are not able to discern anything specific, like whether he's charging a fireball or I forget what the other thing you were asking was.
Just spellcasting in general. I give a brief recap of the fight to our characters, just so we all kind of know what we're in for. Stabbing, dancing blade, charming, walking on walls.
Not magic?
Not magic, maybe. Some sort of max HP reduce, but we're like kind of low already, which is like fair.
Stabbing? I can do stabbing.
I'm sorry, I should have prepared this more, but I'm like baffled by.
I feel like I want to roll one of these tables up and get behind it like a.
If we need to leave it on a cliffhanger, we can also DM.
Yeah.
That is fine as well.
I mean, I think
If he's got anything to say.
more.
Yeah, we can start your approach a little bit.
All right, no, we're ready to go now.
What's the ceiling
So-
like? Very important.
The ceiling?
How far up is the ceiling?
Like 15 feet.
Oh. Okay.
So you can, if you're like skirting the top of it while flying, you would be out of sort of melee range of a medium creature.
Perfect.
I could climb up walls.
Okay.
That would be useful.
Nobody starts climbing up the wall.
Yes,
Using
you
his
now
spider
have the
powers.
spider climb.
Spider cow, spider cow.
All right, so let's put a mark on you to mark that you're on the ceiling.
Yes. Anubis
Upside down.
effortlessly gets to the ceiling.
It will be. Is there a nice spidery one? Not especially. Yeah, there we go. You have a little spider web symbol on you because you're spider climbing.
It looks from really far away. It looks kind of like a kanji, like it's got like a script.
Oh, speaking of, I have a bunch of weird stuff on this one.
And remember, team, we don't expect to win every game. We just go out there and try your best.
You don't win.
Maybe we could take one of these side passages.
Are they passages? I thought they were just sort of alcoves.
Instead of immediately dying. Yes, they are. They have doors.
Honestly, if you guys want to try to wait in the corners for an hour until the room starts to crumble around him and us, we sort of Fortnite Fridays it and try to keep him outside the zone. I don't remember what that's called.
We'll build a fort
At night.
above him. Yeah, up
Above
at the
him.
ceiling.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll block him in. What is it called? What's the area called that like shrinks?
The storm.
The storm, indeed.
We could hang out up there for a long rest.
Yeah, exactly.
Stared out at him. I like it.
Amoobus is in the belfry. We'll make him come to us.
I could hold you up partially, and then I could hold you up, yeah, and then Alibaba could float up there too. We just kind of do.
That's it. Grab my hands and carry me along the ceiling.
We could do long rests like bats and just hang out.
Like vampires. Well, I suppose he is one. No, come on. No use not facing our fears.
Wait, do I have the I have something called the Master's Notebook.
Yeah, that was from the laboratory. That's the notes that the creature had on how he was built that he was using to build his ride. Alright, so in this long echoey hall, you hear the master snap his fingers. And that's all for now.
Spooky.
He's giving us
Excellent.
a single note to work with.
That's
all right.
All right, Amovis is gonna start approaching on his ceiling.
Yeah, let's roll out. When I get reasonably far in, I'm going to eventually cast Mirror Image on myself.
Okay.
For some time pre-fight, but not like I don't know. I don't think it'd take a minute to walk up, but you know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
sometimes
is
not
fast.
taking a minute.
he's advancing rapidly. Yeah,
Ceiling
well,
is a straighter shot.
That's a good place to stop, because I'll say when you start to ascend these small stairways, the master, you see him start to move, and this is probably where we'll activate initiative.
That's good.
It's a good starting place. Okay, there's
Wolf.
Cool. Let me roll this. Natural 20. Oh.
not quite, but pretty good.
Pretty good. Good for me.
So let me.
It's actually probably best that he goes first if he doesn't have any spellcasting.
There's gonna be a way to. Hang on. I'm sorry, this is so slow. What am I doing?
I'm just imagining Alibaba laying on the carpet and his back is almost touching the ceiling, he's just slowly.
Yeah. I think we had talked about how you're in sniper position a lot of the times. You got the setup going.
So the master, he's going to cast the glass in his hand on the ground, and you see the liquid in it instantly turn to air and get sucked into his mouth. Then he's going to draw one of his swords and activate it. Amoobus be like. What does
I
he
think
be
we've
like?
linked that image roughly 10 times. It's a spider cat.
To summon his dancing blade.
That's right. I forgot. He took a potion of speed last time and just like ran a train.
Quit reminding of us of our failures.
Learn from them.
The sword is going to move itself.
Take 1,000 years to reach us.
Yes, everyone will take 1,000 years to reach each other. And he too is going to is this accurate? Not accurate. Good golly, what? I don't know what I did to this fella's character sheet, but it's amazing.
You just hit the randomize button.
You'd think.
Roll.
For example, for some reason he has 60 AC right now, and that is not accurate. I'm like, what? Why did what was I?
How
thinking?
did that happen? That's
Okay.
hilarious.
I'm so glad you
Yeah,
called.
we can take them.
Yeah, would you like him to have
crazy.
60
he has
AC?
the same AC as me. That's crazy. We've got the same.
He'll also walk down from his throne, and that'll end his turn. It's your turn, Karos. You did cast mirror image before
I
combat.
have previously cast a mirror image.
Did you denote that on yourself? Here, let's give you a little symbol.
Yeah, I think I can. Can I symbolize
Symbol.
myself?
Mirror image. Yeah, you can pick them.
I'm glad you called that into question, that high AC.
I got a little.
Let's just let it slide.
Little,
Well, I wrote 60, so it must be.
Yeah.
let's be real.
I must have been right.
I've put a small ninja
Good
symbol on myself to show how artfully I can
Ah.
dodge.
How fun.
And then I will dash.
Cool.
But I'm gonna dash. I'm gonna dash off this way.
Dashing is a good move.
Yeah, it's one of the main mechanics in D&D.
Yeah.
Folks like to do it from time to time.
That's a smart
On
way to answer
Dasher.
that, yeah.
On Dancer.
Bonus action, temp HP, because I think I haven't locked and rocked that yet, and I think that's my
Alright.
last.
I think I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire. It's probably the best spell.
Seems pretty good. One of these days, you'll have a situation where Fairy Fire will suit you just perfectly, and then you'll be sorry.
Amubis, it is your turn.
That's my turn, yeah.
You are on the ceiling.
Okay, I'm going to move here with my 30 feet, and then I'm going to dash for an additional 30. It'll be about here. And I'm tucking in behind that. I'm up on the ceiling, but I'm tucking in behind that pylon as well. So
Sure.
that's where I'll.
It does go full to the ceiling, as good as if it were on the floor. Alibaba, it is your turn.
Additional pylons.
Alibaba is not messing around. He's going to cast Fireball
There you go.
on this dude.
What's the range on Fireball?
150 feet.
Hell yeah.
Heck yeah.
What a good spell. What a great spell.
To see. Alright, well he's going to do a dex save, I believe. Yes.
Yowza.
He will succeed his save and take half damage, which is
Alex.
17?
19. No,
19.
you're right. 17. 17. You're right. I did my
17
math.
fire damage as
Burn.
your fiery explosion engulfs him in flames. Blinding touches that aren't being worn. Nothing relevant right here.
Let's see. And then I'm gonna hide behind this column.
Alright. So you've got
Or as
column
close as I
between
can.
you and action.
And that will be Anubis' turn.
That'll be Alibaba's turn.
No, it's your turn too, buddy. I'm taking it. And that will end the master's turn. Right?
You're taking my turn?
That's right. That's right.
Everybody take one to the left.
Yeah, you can see the master.
Almost.
His skin and face is burned, and you see the burns on his flesh start to heal up a little bit as he continues to march forward toward y'all.
Lame.
He's going to use his bonus action to move his dancing blade again.
This guy's kind of a monster.
This guy's kind of a jerk. And he's just going to keep stepping in the middle of the room.
Alibaba tries to tell everybody that, like, we should probably try to keep our distance from this one.
Heard.
I've literally just been told that hubris is my main flaw, and I'm gonna get right up with there.
Call me Huber, because here we are.
That's the only way I deal any damage, is if I get up there and I punch him. And also, I didn't die last time we were here. I died like way after you guys. So I'm gonna try to be first this time. I'm not gonna.
Yeah, and with its action, it's going to look at you, Karos, and say, "Welcome back, old friend," and attempt to charm you.
Ooh. I gotta roll with my advantage here. So Wiz?
Yes, Wisdom 17.
Let's go! Oh my gosh. Really poor stuff. Really poor things.
Yes, you are charmed. So you regard the master as a trusted friend to be heeded and protected.
Ooh.
You're not under his control, but you take his requests in the most favorable way you can. And you're a willing target for his bite attack.
Fantastic.
Each time him or his companions do anything harmful to you, you can repeat the saving throw. Otherwise, it lasts 24 hours or until the master is destroyed.
Lovely. Good stuff. Tank charmed, as is D&D.
And it is your turn, Karos.
Grand.
And
Master!
Here we go
And-
again.
Hey, bud.
he'll say, "Why don't you lean on that pole over there and take a breather?"
That sounds just
Gesturing
lovely.
towards this pole. So he just wants you to sit at. Well, I mean, you can interpret it how.
Yeah. I go up to that pole and I
Take a breather.
take a breather. Yeah.
Amubis can
All right,
tell.
Amubis, it is your turn.
I can tell what's happening, right?
Yeah, you heard what he said. You saw Karos very willingly take a very non-Karos type action. So
Yeah, I remove my helmet after having previously put it down, and I grab a little like fan, like a little church lady fan, and I just start fanning myself. And I've got a sort of kind of blissed out look on my face. So
And also, I'd like to imagine. Don't let me override your
my artistic vision.
But that you're very specifically breathing. You've taken all of your orders quite literally when you've been mind controlled. So I'd be like, you're like, I'm meant to be breathing. That's what I was told.
Taking
to
a
do."
breather. Yes, I'm doing box breaths. I'm very specifically breathing. I know how to do this really well. I'm gonna get a good grade in breathing.
I'm a good boy. All right.
I think I am gonna cast guidance on myself, just as a like minor, non-threatening thing I can do for absolutely no reason. Just because I think my body probably still has some of the adrenaline of being in the fight, so I'm like, I got to do something.
And if there's wiggle room, then it's like, he'll snap.
I'll
at
use
it
my
to do
action
something.
for something. You know?
if you're doing something wrong, but that's fine.
If he
Anubis?
takes any damage, he gets a chance to save, right?
I'm
From
afraid
them.
not. It's only if it's a vampire or the vampire's ally. So it's only if it's someone aligned with the master.
Gotcha. So I was just gonna diverge to attacking my coworker with a little soft attack to wake him up, but that ain't gonna work. Oh, Alibaba! We've lost Karos. You think I should go rush in there or try to pick off from afar?
I think we should run,
I'm right
my
here,
friend.
Lewis. Hello. Come sit by this
Lucy?
pillar. It's right by a vent. It's really nice.
Do you have any range?
I do. It's not strong though, but I can give it a whirl. All right, I'm going
Yeah.
to.
If we can kind of run and try to... I just don't think this is an enemy we can take on head on, personally.
Well, we're man down too.
Yeah.
60 feet. Okay, so I'm going to try to make it a little difficult for the man. And I want to do Sacred Flame. So I'm going to do that first and then move.
Okay. That is a whiz save, yes?
There you go.
Or is it dex?
It's
Save for whiz.
It's in the chat.
Dex.
Sacred Flame.
I'm afraid he is able to expertly dodge thy sacred
Oh
flame.
no, he doesn't take the 3 damage.
He does not.
Said like a true friend.
But you got bonus. You got movement.
I'm afraid I don't have a lot of bonus. But I will move back to this pillar. And
I feel like there's nothing we can do about Kairos at this point.
yeah, he's
Unless we
It's a
can...
magical effect, so if you can dispel those, you could technically get me out. But if you don't have that, which is fair because it would take a full spell slot.
Alright, that's Amubis' turn. I ain't got nothing else in the tank.
It is Alibaba's turn.
Okay, do I want to try to be cheeky or just not? Maybe I can. Alright.
Try to be cute.
I'm gonna cast two Eldritch Blasts. This guy
Nice.
from the carpet.
That's 1 hit and 1 miss. Ooh.
Could have been better,
Could've-
but 9.
But that's still
damage.
9 damage. As
I
your
guess
Eldritch
5
Blast
of that is fire.
with fire and force doth slam into the master.
It's uncalled for. We're all friends here. Each and every one of us are equally friends.
I disagree. And he's gonna move backwards again.
Alright,
Beautiful thing about friendship.
is you do it together.
Keep running. That's
You don't
all.
even have to agree to be friends. You just are.
We're all
They could try to kill your other friends, and there you are, still being friends. It's wonderful. Why am I crying?
Mm,
Why is this terrible? So the master, he's going to
Go give your friend a hug.
25 and then 15 and then 20. He's going to climb on the roof and join you up here, Anubis.
Ah! Back!
Roof work.
Or ceiling, sorry.
Down, boy.
He's got a little spider web now as well. With his bonus action, he's going to... Oh, actually, wait. Not yet. Move his dancing blade over. Sorry. And that's all he's got. Karos, any wiggle room you'd like to try to wiggle out of that, or are you gonna just continue to follow orders?
Yeah, I feel like there's not much that I would feel like I need to be doing right now.
Narc.
I am gonna wait for one more turn, and then I might try to wiggle out of it. I feel like a couple of turns of waiting is enough for him to be like, "Ooh, gonna get back to it. Gonna try to heal someone or something." You know. Yeah,
It is Anubis' turn.
I'll sit here.
I'm afraid there's no running from this one, Alibaba. And I start drawing out thrust web.
Ooh.
Gonna go full force.
I'll do what I can to help you next turn.
Very well. I appreciate the time we spend together. And then I charge at the master. I'm gonna use this as a charging thrust web attack. Yeah. Is what I'm gonna do.
Charging thrusting attack.
A ceiling charge.
Wow.
That'll work.
Oh.
Sink.
For 9 damage.
9
As
thrust
you
web damage.
Manage to thrust, kind of catching a thigh there with a meaty stab.
He also blushes.
You can tell that, like, he kind of has an air of not caring that you're thrusting at him, and then when it actually hits, he's a little bit shocked that it actually hurts, and kind of knocks you away. And it is Alibaba's turn.
So, did we notice any healing or growth or anything? Regrowth?
Yes, he did heal some of the damage you did on the last turn.
What about my strike?
His turn hasn't come up yet. It seems to happen when he is taking action.
Alright, so Alibaba conjures like a skeletal hand in front of himself, and he casts Chill Touch, sending this to the master. Let's see if it. I guess. There we go. Oh! I rolled a 20.
That'll work.
Well, you had already rolled a 14. I want to be pedantic.
My bad.
Unfortunate.
And I don't think there's a specific reason you would have advantage here. I'm sorry. I had to crush your dreams.
It's okay. I was trying to look at the
It was a cool
information.
move.
It's very cool.
You keep dwelling on what could have been. Stop.
Stop rolling so good.
So sad. Your next 2 turns are now going to be awful because you karma'd yourself.
Yeah,
You used all of your karmatic dice.
Well, Anubis is just gonna. I mean, gosh, why do I keep doing that? Alibaba is gonna. Yeah, he's gonna move over here. Continue to kite around the guy. Now in my turn.
Alrighty.
I'm sorry, Anubis. Don't die. And that's.
Yeah, I'm afraid at the top of the master's turn, he does indeed. You see the hole that thrust web left in his leg start to seal up. At least a bit.
Arf.
And he is going to do... Baby! He's going to attempt an unarmed strike towards you, Amubis. No, he's not. He's going to draw his sword of wounding. Excuse me.
Ooh.
And
Sort of wounding and harming.
It's,
It does wound and
Beats
harm.
it.
All right, he's going to do 14 slashing damage.
Is that considered a melee attack? It's not, is it?
It is.
Okay.
It is.
Alright, well, let me settle up the damage and then I have a little thing I'm going to activate. You said 14? Good golly. It's crippling, really. That would be... I'm trying to math. 8. Okay.
Slash.
Alright, he doesn't look good after this attack. And...
Yeah, if you have something to do with then.
Yeah, I'm going to do the repulse shield.
Cool.
It has 4 charges. When holding the boulder, can use the reaction immediately after being hit to expend 1 charge to push the attacker up to 15 feet away. So I'll put that in the chat and it knocks me down to 3.
Yeah, so he'll get knocked back, probably into this pillar.
Do you maintain your... I don't know how spider climb works. Forced movement. Do you maintain your spider climb? Because you're probably not touching
I think
the
unless
wall.
you go prone.
It's not like, suction cupping you to the ceiling or anything.
Let me see, because this isn't actually the spell spider climb.
It's the item.
Because there's not quite anything like a crawl
Can climb
speed.
difficult surfaces, including upside down on ceilings, without needing to make an ability check.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's no mechanic about it, and I'm just overthinking the physics.
Yeah, it's just leave it alone. Leave it alone, Cross. Leave it alone.
No, I think we can say he falls. That sounds very reasonable.
You had to say something.
It's good.
No, he
He'll take some falling
somersaults
damage.
across the
He'll take a d6
ceiling.
of falling damage.
Why wouldn't we want him to fall? It's great.
Actually, we might be...
He might have more attacks, and that would be bad for you.
So it's, what, 1d6 per 10 feet? Is that right? But after 10 feet?
After 10 feet, it's 1d6 per 10 feet. But it's cumulative, so if it's 20 feet, it's 2d6. It's just that below 10 feet, you don't take any damage at all. Well, yeah, so I think at like 15, you'd take one.
Alright, so... We can say it's 2d6. Because I'm thinking like... So imagine it's a 15 by 15 square and he's falling diagonally down. So...
Yeah, I don't know how that math works.
I don't know where my math is, but I think it's at least 20 feet.
Yeah, I don't know if it's...
Alright, so he will take 6 bludgeoning damage as he hits the ground.
Barely allowed
from your repulsor shield.
Oh, you're talking about for him?
Yeah, of course. This has always been him.
You're the one knocking him.
Never mind.
Yeah, I was like, why are you fighting this? This is a good thing
this
for
is
you.
good.
Disregard.
Alright, and having tumbled embarrassingly from the sky, he becomes quite annoyed with you, and he's going to choose to release his bottled breath, which was the potion he imbibed at the start of the fight. And exhaling his bottled breath lets him cast the Gust of Wind spell.
It's going to do the self-same to you.
Let me see if I can link it.
It's the Fusroda.
Basically. I don't know how to link this into chat from just the spell list. Oy vey. Maybe I can add it to his character sheet?
You can just drag spells onto character sheets.
Yeah, but maybe not on
Usually.
a NPC. Here, maybe if I unlock it, I can. No. Maybe I can.
Yeah,
Just
it is weird that you can't just like
chat.
cast.
Oh, maybe this.
There's always good old copy paste.
Nope, that's not it.
I love copy paste.
There you go. Okay, so he does a strong line of wind towards you.
You use a peanut.
Yes. A legume pops out of his mouth. No. It's a potion, so I think it gets the bypass though.
Yeah.
So when you start your turn, you'll have to do a strength saving throw. Or get blown, I think.
Seems correct. Is he doing it downward?
No, he's doing it up towards Amoebus. I'm gonna give him another marker to show that he's gusting. Because the master's on the ground now.
I meant southernly. I want to do that with maps.
Yeah.
Down.
Yes, sorry.
Down as in down in map.
Yeah, sorry. 3D plane.
Because you had done a little line between me and him, and I was curious.
Sorry, guys. This is going kind of slow. Just do this right. So he does action. Good. Alright, bonus action, he's going to have the dancing blade attack you. And you'll take 9 slashing damage from dancing blade.
I go down.
Shucks.
Oof.
I drop like a rock.
You tumble to the ground. I'm just gonna put this on you. It doesn't mean you're dead, but it means you're down. Take off the spider climb. Because everyone's on the ground. Alright, that's all he's got.
Family Guy death
Karos.
pose from falling on the ground. I think at this, I would scramble to my feet and try to rush over to Amoebus' side, which I think requires that I dash myself. Is there any funny trick I can do with? It's just simply too far away. Yeah, I'm gonna dash over to right before Amoebus' side, wherever not wind is.
Gotcha. I think it's just start your turn. I don't think it's when.
Yeah.
So I think you can enter it, but like just next turn.
I might get to 15 feet away. Just tumble. Yeah, I can't do anything with my action this turn. But I'm grabbing onto Amoebus' body.
Okay.
So that it doesn't blow away or anything like that. I'm cradling him in my arms. I did a sick power slide over there. But I can only muster up about a "come on, man" to the master. This guy.
Master's gonna be like, just wait there. Don't do anything. That's what he'll tell you. Amoebus, give me a death saving throw.
Don't super fail. Oh my god. Ooh, close to 2.
Okay. Good deal.
Living on
Alibaba.
the edge.
It's not a good
It is
deal.
your turn.
Alibaba is gonna try to do some shenanigans here.
Let's see it. He-nanigans.
So-
She-nanigans.
He begins casting a strange spell that creates a large, and this will require a little DM interpretation.
Let's hear it.
a large hypnotic pattern over the entire area of all 3 characters.
It doesn't have to be, but it could be.
Really, it doesn't matter. It's like I think if you can see it, you have to make.
It's got a
wisdom
specific
save.
area, I think.
So the pattern is a 30 by 30 pattern.
Okay.
And everyone within that has to make a wisdom saving throw or be charmed.
All right. So yeah, you can try to target this so that it hits everyone, or you can try to target where it only hits the master. I'll leave that up to you. Because if you just do it a little higher, you could leave Karos out of it. I mean, obviously he's a little out of the fight as is.
That is actually the point.
All right.
I'm trying
Sounds
to
good.
counter
Take him
his
out of the fight.
hypnotism with my hypnotism.
I can be charmed by multiple people, but let's give it a college try. 18. That gives it C.
Yes, he has resistance to charm because he's an elf. But
Okay.
the master doesn't. So let's see how this goes.
Ooh.
It's a wisdom save.
Yeah.
Oof.
He does.
That would have been a solid one. That would have been really good.
Dang.
Shame that.
But yes, the hypnotic pattern arrives. Did you have a specific pattern in mind? Is there something that connects to you? Dancing children, dancing flames.
Yeah,
So
lots
like
of
smokes of
that's a
like a
great
mirage.
one. Lots of dancing children,
Like ring around the rosy.
orphans, and things that a vampire might target. That might be
a bunch of
distracting.
orphans sticking their necks out like this.
Yep.
Oh no, I'm so vulnerable. My delicious virgin blood. No.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Yeah, so you can see. We'll say that you can see your own hypnotic patterns, though they're not visible to others. Your orphans start to do kind of a ring around the rosy. Maybe you don't use your specific kids because it just feels weird, but kids, and you can see the master like sees them for a moment, dance around them, and is like almost taken by them, and then he shakes it off and says, "No, not again." And then he refocuses back to the fight.
So
He locks
Alibaba,
TF in.
seeing this, kind of begins to consider accepting his fate, and in a rage, charges in front of him.
his chest.
So,
All right, and the master is going to. He'll end his gust of wind because he wants to get near you now. There's no need.
he can ride it.
Let's ride out, baby. No, he's not going to. Yeah, he's not really afraid of you. He's gonna dash all the way up into your presence,
Are
Dang.
and he'll use his bonus action to.
are you hovering like exactly 10 feet in the air? So it's just you can make one strike, but it's got to be a plunging attack.
Pretty much. I was
I
like,
think that missed.
he said it was 15 feet to the ceiling, so I'm
Yeah.
at the ceiling. So I guess it would be 10 because I guess it's at the bottom of the cube,
Yeah, I mean,
the 3 cube stack.
he doesn't try to attack this round
Okay.
because he used his action to dash. Karos, you have your order to stay there and do nothing, I believe is the exact quote.
Yeah. Since I'm not under his control, it is simply a suggestion between friends that I heed with the utmost respect. I don't think a friend would ever tell me not to heal my friend. And so I'm going to interpret that do nothing as ever so slightly weaker of a suggestion, and I will do nothing as soon as I heal my friend who is dying. Which I feel is
Alrighty.
reasonable. Feel free to.
I think the only thing I would ponder is imagine a scenario where like Anubis or Alibaba, you thought they might know something you didn't and told you not to take action. Like, let's say you were standing on a mine or something, and one of your dearest friends, probably someone you like even more than Anubis and Alibaba, because they're kind of co-workers,
Yeah.
tells you, don't do anything. Would you heed that?
In the most favorable way it can.
Just
Is that fair?
something to ponder.
Yeah.
I'm not telling you can't do it. I think that's a reasonable course of action.
Yeah, I think certain stronger language specifically prohibiting this would have been fine. Do nothing to me is a general state of actions as opposed to like I'm breathing, I have to breathe. I am, my heart's beating, it has to beat. Like there are some things I'm doing and there are some things that I wouldn't do. Like I'm not going to move around or anything like that because he did say not to move, but I feel like I'm holding his body. It's not that much to get him stable.
Yep.
To be.
You're good.
6 HP.
Yay.
All right, so you're back to consciousness.
Yeah,
Anubis.
and I'm gonna tell Anubis not to move. I'm gonna be like, don't move.
We're not supposed to do anything.
Yeah, we're not moving. Try not to flail about.
You know our pal over there? He told us. Anubis, it is your turn. You're prone. Karis is over you. He's told you not to move. You can heed that or not. That's your own decision.
Well, you
Not charmed by me.
You're still thanks for the save, but you still look like you're messed up in the head. So I
also, funnily enough, I have mirror images, so you wake up and there's like 3 of me like floating in and out.
Shadow clone.
You've had a bad trip, Anubis.
Clearly, and so I use half my movement speed to pop up.
No, stay down.
It's like the Skyrim meme.
I don't know what I can do because I'm still low health.
There's always cantrips.
And
Cast some stuff.
I'm going to use the other 15 feet I have to move closer to this pillar.
Closer. An interesting play.
And then I'm going to hit him with a Sacred Flame.
Alright. He's going to do Dex save. That's a failure, I believe.
Oh, you got him?
A max damage.
Nice.
Yeah, so you hit him with the Sacred Flame as your light descendeth upon him. And the radiant damage burns with radiant flame. Anything further from you?
Nope.
Alibaba, you are here in melee range.
I wish I could rethink this, but that's what you get for charging in.
When you let your heart.
You have a teleport, don't you?
He does.
I still have that?
Yeah, man, you've always had that.
So. Isn't that
The
just
one
a
you
part
got
of
from
your
Kipling?
Ifrit stuff?
Everyone got to
that's right,
keep
it's Kipling.
something from their
Yeah.
pet. And you got the fiery teleportation.
I got a.
Oh,
It just
okay.
went
I
down to
gotta
one
deflect.
use, I think. Maybe.
Okay. So within your choice of up to 15 feet. Okay.
Better than nothing. The sword's range is only 30. If we could all just sort of stay out of it, it would have a hard time. But funnily
I
enough,
suppose
keep doing
I'm gonna
different
cast
things.
fiery teleportation then. Be the smart thing. Stick with my own plan to run away. So
The classic.
Alright.
Alright, he's gonna do a dex save to avoid this damage. And succeed.
Okay.
This guy's crazy.
He dodges from the explosion, but you still get 15 feet away.
And then I'm going to take the dash action.
Alright. Now you still have your normal movement after that if you want. Because you can teleport 15 feet, then walk 30 feet, and still have your action, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you can walk 60
60 feet spin.
if you want to dash.
It's
It's a
fun.
dash.
If you play keep away for long enough, you'll just be sniping him from 1,000 miles away. I mean, I think that's a fine plan. It's not like Amubis is
the
long for this
only
world.
plan I have right now, but
Yeah.
I'm
Amubis
trying
is
to
going to die
determine
in
it.
one hit of this dancing blade. He
Yeah.
is 25 feet away from death.
Yep.
You know what? I made a
Aren't
mistake
we all?
here, guys. Can I say I went over here?
Sure. Okay,
Alright.
in my mind, you're not done moving yet. You can go as.
Alright. Perfect, because I'm going to use my last point of healing light.
Hmm.
I can find it. It's just a D6, right?
Yes.
Alright. Oh, there you go, buddy.
Bless you.
Just gonna pat him on the back, you know, like. So, that would have been 15 feet there, and then 20, 30. So just gonna go against this wall over here. I guess that's all I can do.
All right.
Yeah.
Top of the master's turn. You can see that the burns from the sacred flame do not heal. That there seem to be the edges of the wound have a glowing light that prevent him from healing off. And
That's progress.
that's called
We take
progress
those.
right there. And yes. So he's going to walk over to, or run over to Amubis.
Easy now.
He's going to attempt to do a bite attack on him.
Whoa, whoa. Don't know you like that. No.
Well, no, actually,
We
he's
do
gonna
know
do
him like that.
He's going to do an unarmed strike.
We all know him like that. He's our friend. He bites all of our necks all the time.
And you'll take 9
certainly.
bludgeoning damage.
Okay. So, I go down, but can I get my, does my repulsor shield work in this bout when I go down?
I think
Means
not,
when you're-
because it's going to be a
when you're
reaction.
hit by a, yeah. I don't
Man,
know.
if
You
I'd
can't
given
use a
you some
reaction
more
if you're
health.
dead, I don't think.
Gosh.
Let me think about the. Wait, how much did? Oh yeah, that's funny. We were just off. We were 1 HP off.
Golly.
Yeah. Does it go on the stack? Like, can you resolve your reaction on the stack before the damage is dealt, or is it in response to damage? Because if it's in response to being hit, that's
What's-
one thing.
I don't know, what's the wording? But my thought is
Is it
the thing that
vibranium?
would trigger it was also the thing that ended
The thing
his
that
life.
killed you. Yeah, I think I agree.
Did it get deleted?
That's weird. You died so hard it deleted your ability.
Yeah, that's it.
It deleted
Nah.
your items. You're done.
Deleted it. I don't know why it's messing up, but that's the text.
Yeah, I've got it too.
After being hit.
Immediately after. So you're dead after being hit. So I think that's going to be a solid no.
Okay, I'm down again.
Let's see if we can res him again. Let's just keep doing it.
Keep going.
Just keep going.
Oh, I don't have any more healing.
I'll be the distraction running around.
Snip, snap, snip, snap.
Yeah, he's a bit sick of this nonsense, so he's gonna attack your corpse with his dancing blade and with himself,
Wow.
just to make sure you stay down.
I triple died.
Well, just to get rid of your death saving throws. So you are
I am deceased.
solidly gonzo, aka double dead.
The real
Super Mario Double Dead for the GameCube.
And that's where he'll end his turn.
Oh, you didn't. I guess you know best. We are on the path, so I suppose we'll all come back. Oh well. I'm just gonna sit here. Last. There's
He's in a better
literally
place.
nothing that I can interpret any further as other than sitting here doing nothing. So, I'm just gonna
Alibaba,
not even twiddle
anything
my
from
thumbs.
you, sir?
I think Alibaba.
It was a valiant effort. Y'all really rallied there.
Keep flying around. Keep sniping him. You got this.
I think Alibaba is going to pull out his genie bottle and place it at the edge of his carpet as he enters it.
Oh.
Interesting. Stall.
Casting
Can you
bottled
link that
respite.
specific ability? Yeah.
And I'm sort of imagining he goes inside of it, and
Okay.
the carpet just like he kind of disappears, and the carpet just falls from the ceiling onto the table. You know, it's like hit. You know, like a bottle in the.
All
I don't know
right.
if I can actually do this or not. So you tell
I
me.
mean, you can.
Yeah, it's 100% legal. This is
Yeah,
part of the
that's.
ability.
I mean, it's your class, man. This is what you do.
It's turtle mode. You
So you
just
go-
have the world's greatest turtle ability.
So
I'm gonna give you a little trophy instead of a lamp because there is no lamp. I can see. Yeah, you zip into your lamp, which falls to the ground. We can cut to that soonly.
All right.
And then Master, seeing him disappear, he goes, "Bring it in, pal. It's time for
I
the
give him a big
bites.
hug.
Your favorite part."
You know
And
I
he
love
says- And right before he bites, he says, "You know, we really must make these bites permanent one day."
Oh, exciting.
Trying to find
He
a way in.
must roll against my mirror images, I think, even if it's willing, because it's anytime a creature rolls an attack against me, even if it's
Okay,
friendly,
so-
I can't even consent to it.
Yeah. Mark if that hits, because it'll hit. It'll hit a mirror image, but it won't hit you.
It
kind of thing.
does hit me.
Okay, but it hits you and misses.
What?
Well, I mean,
No,
do I have to
I'm
roll
willing.
against your AC, or do you just willing?
No,
I guess if
I'm
you're
willing.
just willing.
I'm willing completely. Yeah, no.
All right, you take 15 damage,
Alrighty. Not quite out yet. There's always a chance.
this does start to heal his wounds from the radiant business.
I have a feeling your body is in multiple pieces right now. Anubis.
he's been sort of sliced and diced. I've rolled a 17 on my save against charm.
Yeah, I guess it. Yeah. Let's see.
It says when it does anything harmful, and I have been dealt damage. It doesn't say that like the bite is immune to the. I am willing to take damage, but I do take damage.
Yeah.
I was reading that and trying to interpret it in my own head, and I couldn't see a
Do anything.
justification for why. Yeah, it's a completely different line. It's anything harmful. So I was like, I wouldn't go out if it hit one of my mirror images because that didn't do any harm to me. But since you've literally physically harmed me, it felt justifiable to me.
Okay. Yeah, you can be released from it. The memes are coming quick, guys.
Yeah, I feel like I'm just prolonging this fight, but I do want to punch him a few times, you know. And I've got full mirror images. I'm not like super awful.
Yeah, seeing you snap out of it, he's gonna attack you with his blade of wounding.
Well, I can hear what's happening. Apparently,
it is not advantage. I just forgot to toggle it off. And that'll...
it hits one of my duplicates and destroys it.
Okie dokie. And the dancing blade will also come for you. See which one it hits.
It will also hit one of my duplicates. The sad thing about having great AC and using mirror image is because it's like those wouldn't have hit me, so they're complete wastes. But you know,
it's just another layer, I guess.
Yeah.
There have been times where it was relevant. So.
Oh, for sure. And maybe the next hit will be, and it's worth a second level spell regardless.
All right, that's all he'll do for now. So you're up.
Great.
He'll kind of sigh and be like, "This could have been so easy."
I'm gonna make it just that little bit harder, and I'm gonna give him a 1-2 punch. Oh, this is not an advantage. Please ignore him and just take my 22.
Take my 22. Yes, that'll hit.
Please.
I'll
I
take
assume
12.
normal fist doesn't work.
Nice.
For 12.
13 damage, and the 12 is
12
to
was
hit
the-
with a fist, which
Gotcha.
doesn't.
Okay.
One assumes he has better than 12 AC.
Yes, he does. Sorry. I was
No
just I put the 12 in as damage because I didn't realize the second attack.
It's
I
very
just saw-
close. It is
I just saw a
only one
number.
more point of
So
damage.
I did. I added one more, and the second attack missed.
Fantastic. Yeah, that's me. That's me in a nutshell.
Alrighty. Alibaba, unless you choose to burst out, you are still in.
I go, ah!
Ta-da!
I'm awake.
yeah, I mean, I think upon hearing that, he would pop out.
Okay.
That would
It's a bonus
that would-
action pop out.
Oh, and in response to being hit with an attack, I am going to attempt a blind hit. Sorry, it's my reaction because I do have one of those.
What's this, a con save?
Yeah, it was a con save. Con save against 16.
What's the genie's name again?
Jedi.
Jedi. Okay. Oh, just pop it in, Jedi, and then he pops
In and
back.
out. Ooh, nice. He's
How
blind.
long?
Whoa.
Blinded until the end of the attacker's next turn.
Okay.
That's
Very nice.
at least his next turn. I don't get advantage,
sorry.
which sucks, but I guess I did have advantage.
Alibaba, yeah. So you use your bonus action, but you still have your action, movement, whatever.
So I'm gonna cast Chill Touch.
Okay.
Oh,
A critical
hit.
Oh, nice.
That will hit.
That'll be a 28. All right.
I was gonna say you did have advantage, but there's no
Very
need to even
nice.
refresh.
What's the secondary effect of Chill Touch?
So
They can't regain HP.
yeah, and if you hit an undead target, it has disadvantage on attack rolls against.
Wow.
Okay. I think he does count.
And
So
so
that's
he,
17 damage.
wow, yeah.
Cool.
And then I'm gonna float a little further away from this.
Yes, get out of here. Get as far away as you can, to be honest, and just pot shot. I'll hold him back for as long as I can. You deal as much damage as possible. It might just be
Perfect.
one more turn. He is blind though, so I mean, disadvantage on all this stuff is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you now see this time the necrotic wounds prevent him from healing hit points.
Oh, but
Both ends of the spectrum happening here. And he's just gonna look annoyed more than anything. And he's going to do all three of his attacks at Karos with some disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Oh, let me see if this hits my...
Yeah, your last mirror image.
It doesn't, and it doesn't hit me. So I've still got one up. Alright, let's see if this is eaten. Let's go! Alright, that's eaten by my
There you
mirror
go.
image.
It was relevant.
Was relevant. And now I'm just me.
It's kind of unclear if the Dancing Blade would have disadvantage or not. It says it uses your ability score an attack roll, but it says the sword.
It depends if is he directly directing it,
He
or is he
uses a
commanding
command
it to it?
word to make it attack someone.
I think it's fine then. It is allowed to have normal attacks against me. I feel like it's not blinded. Ouch!
And it will do.
He
9
regrets
slashing
that.
damage.
And it doesn't count as him for me blinding him. Yeah, no, it seems like it's its
No,
own
the
thing.
sword is definitely doing an attack.
To cause it to fly. Yeah.
And I believe that is its fourth attack, so it's going to fly back to his hand.
He can't see it. It just sort of.
Luckily, it's doing the flying. So he's like, "What? What?" It keeps poking. He's like, "Oh, okay, I get it." It's Karos' turn.
He's no longer blind.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and
Unblind.
booming blade. Give him a little what for?
That'll hit.
Fantastic. Oh my gosh.
Very nice.
Deal 19 thunder damage.
I thought that was the roll again. Kaboom!
No, I mean it's same damage. And then bonus action, fist him.
Alright, that'll hit as well.
Call me Kid Fisto.
You go with the boom, boom, double hit. Anything else from you?
It's hard because I do kind of want to run away, hoping that he just misses this one attack, and then I'll have to move for Booming Blade, and I'll be a little bit further away from Alibaba. No, maybe not. Because if he takes me down, he'll move anyway. So, I think I'll stand my ground. So that's my everything.
Alibaba, it's your turn.
Alibaba casts Wish. No.
That would be awesome.
You wish.
I feel like the best thing I can do is cast Chill Touch.
It's stopping an indeterminate amount of healing.
Yeah.
Eldritch Blast has a better chance to hit for like something, but
Does it actually? I think they have the same attack roll. Huh?
well, it's two of them is all. There are two
Okay.
Eldritch Blasts versus one Chill Touch. It has a better chance to hit for something as well.
Gotcha. I get what you're saying.
He casts Chill Touch.
That will miss, I'm afraid. As your ghastly hand whiffs.
And he's gonna fly over here. And that will end my turn. I'm so sorry, Kairos.
You're all right. Remember, it's only the path.
He's going
It does
to
hurt for real, though. I am in a lot of pain.
come at you.
Roll sub-20s every time, and we're fine, baby.
And you see, having no thing hindering him, his wounds, even those old ones from necrotic and radiant, begin to heal.
Does he look like he's better now, or is that like a small amount of the wounds are beginning to heal?
No, some of the wounds are starting to heal. It seems like it's a process on his turn. He gets a bit.
That makes sense.
And he's going to continue attacking with his sword of wounding.
Miss.
A swoosh.
Miss.
A
Let's
swoosh.
go.
And ye old dancing blade. A swoosh.
If I hadn't have given Amubis the shield, that would have missed. But indeed, it was a hit. I think I'm
Well,
down.
let me make sure that you can attack with it at the same turn you activate.
It says you can. Bonus action, when you do so, the sword begins to hover up to 30 feet and attacks one creature of your choice.
6 slashing damage.
Oh, and just a little off as well. I had 5 HP. Down.
Another one bites the dust.
And that, with that, does any of your magic end? Like, does Booming Blade end? Do you know?
I
what's
do
the
not
wording
believe
on
Booming Blade does end. I can give it a quick once over. It's not concentration. The target willingly moves 5 feet before then. Yeah, no, I don't think it. I think it would take the booming damage.
Okay. I think he's just going to take it, so go ahead and roll that. I think it's 2d8 now. He'll take 8 thunder damage as he begins to walk. And it is your turn, Alibaba.
Alright. Alibaba is gonna cast Eldritch Blast.
That'll hit. That'll miss. So first one hits. Takes 15 damage of fire and force varieties.
Just gonna fly away.
Yeah, man.
Let's get him.
Now,
get to
are
it.
you... Let's say you have 3 separate squares that you could be vertically. Which one are you in?
The uppermost one.
Okay. At the top of his turn, he heals a bit. As you see his wounds start to stitch themselves up. And he's going to use 20 to get to the ceiling. And then once he's there, he's going to have 40 more. Can't quite make it. He's going to head your way.
Get in there. Just stay away.
He's also going to move the dancing blade. Closest is reasonable. Yeah, when he was hasted last time, he had a lot more access.
Yeah.
And it's your turn, Alibaba.
Oh, I get to make my death save.
Oh yeah, please do. And then it is your turn, Alibaba.
I'm gonna do chill touch again.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Give him some disadvantage.
6 necrotic, and he can't heal. Alright, we're gonna back this thing up again. Alright.
Back this Big Mac truck.
That'll be my turn.
Sounds good. He can just get in range, but he will have disadvantage. Is this on all his attack?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think it says until the start of his next turn.
There's like a little ghostly
End of your
skeletal
next turn.
hand
Yeah.
like around his
We'll say
throat
it-
or something.
Yeah, that's good. So he's going to do 2 disadvantage attacks toward you.
It's the end of his next turn, too, so it technically counts for...
He'll take 11 slashing damage, and you are wounded.
opportunity attacks. I guess I hadn't been wounded. I was like, was I not keeping track of that? But the dancing blade was the only
Yeah,
one that
it's weird. I don't think it actually, like, anyone got specifically wounded.
wounded TM.
Crap.
And this is going to move a little bit. Oops.
Okay.
Okay, so that was his turn. So we're just going to back around to your turn.
He's
So
gonna
you take 1d4 necrotic damage at the start of your turn for the wound, and you have to do a Constitution saving throw to try to heal from the wound. Dang, my R button doesn't work. Alright, you take 1 necrotic damage,
Okay.
and Constitution save fails.
So I'm
you
still
are
wounded.
Still wounded. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Shocking Grasp.
Good deal. Ooh, that'll just miss, I'm afraid.
Shame.
That ends. Maybe. Wait. Can I cast Fire Teleportation again?
How many uses does it say you have?
Did I don't remember how many uses. Because I don't remember if I reduced it because Kipling had a certain number, but I wasn't sure if I... Let me see if I wrote it somewhere.
Yeah, because like I would assume there's a limit, because otherwise I could just.
I put mine in my features and traits. Did you?
Let me see what Kipling had.
Yeah.
I still have Kipling's here. Kipling had 2, but I want to remember if I reduced yours to 1 or not. We'll do 2 for now, and I'll reevaluate just because I don't remember.
Okay.
He'll
I
do
mean,
dex
that
save.
ends my turn, I guess.
So you're not going to use the fire teleportation?
I don't. I mean, is it an action?
It's
'Cause
a bonus
already-
action, I believe.
Bonus action.
Okay. Well, definitely gonna use that then. So he saved.
He did, so he doesn't take the damage.
Okay.
Oh no, okay, fire teleportation was an action.
Unfortunate.
Alright.
Well,
Bring it back.
Who's to say it'll matter?
Yeah. Alright. That ends Alibaba's turn. He's not gonna move.
Okay. He's not chill touch this time, so no disadvantage.
Yikes.
He's gonna
It's
go
ogre.
for the sword.
Oh, hog.
It's a big miss. Another big miss.
Incredible.
Wow.
I think the dancing blade is still very lagging behind.
Very far away.
Slow ass, can't dash.
Mhm.
Alright, you live to fight another day.
I'm stable, if that matters for anything.
Okay, I guess shocking grasp again. Okay,
That'll hit.
there we go. Boom. 13.
13 lightning damage.
And
13
I'm
on
going
30.
to fly 30 feet away. Am I actually doing anything to this dude?
I don't think he's healing for 13. Damn, like
Yeah, y'all have made progress. Like, he's not full health or anything.
Okay. That'll end my turn.
Alright. He too can move 30 feet. And so can his lame dancing plan. Come on, buddy. You can make it.
keep up, boy.
And he's going to keep on slashing. Keep on
He
missing.
can still do this.
Oh,
I
he got
think
me.
beats it there.
Oh, yeah, and I
Six-
was wounded already,
7
right?
slashing damage. You were...
Yeah, he might have needed to have made one more save against.
Yeah, I can
I'll
go
just
ahead and do
roll
that.
an additional d4. So just go ahead and take 10 damage and then do a con save. This guy can't hit for nothing.
Bernie can still win. You just gotta keep rolling low. We gotta keep rolling high.
All
Incredible.
right.
Incredible. He shrugs it off like it's nothing.
I don't want to die.
Ali
I know
going
it's the
absolute
path.
beast mode in this.
It's your turn again.
Gosh. That'll be disadvantage. Any range spell attack is disadvantage at this point. Okay, well, I'm just shocking grasp. Missed.
Any movement?
No. I'll just give him an extra attack on me.
Alright. He's still having so much trouble here. You take 10
Let's
slashing
go.
damage. And the
Okay.
dancing blade finally catches up. That's good. And misses.
The last dance.
I don't know if you've
Incredible. What a historic run.
I'm at 22. Alright,
These nines.
12 misses. Alright. Wish I had some crazy cantrip that worked in melee range.
I mean, shocking grasp is good, but it's just a shame that you're pursued by
yeah,
a man who will kill you.
I've literally been rolling like 1, 2, 3, like over and over. And over.
Yeah. Ooh.
Critical fail.
Yowza.
I chill touch myself.
Ouch.
Gross.
I won't make you do all that now.
Well, man, it's totally chill. Don't even worry about it. It's a chill touch.
9. Eh? I can't hit
Wow.
for shit.
Wow. Wow.
I literally 3, 2, 1, 0, 1, 3, 1, 0, 1.
Yeah, that's hilarious that
Just
a
like
natural
nine
one
slowly
is 10, and
chopping
you've been
pieces
rolling
off
like
of me.
11s.
No, I have a lot of health.
This is ridiculous. This is the
The
worst
master
fight
getting
ever.
increasingly frustrated.
I-
What were these earlier?
Alright,
man?
you are
We
wounded,
could've
I put a lot
taken
of
extra
damage.
Take an extra fucking 1 damage.
Enjoy your 1 damage.
It's your turn.
Alright, in a last ditch effort, he pulls out
Ditch it.
the sleep dagger
King of Sleep.
King of Sleep. And jumps from the carpet down onto the guy and
Well, he's on the
Stabs
roof,
Oh.
but I'll still take the stab.
Perfect.
He's
Just
fighting
treat it
fine
like
on the roof right
A
now.
Prince of Persia like tapestry and like rake your dagger
Requiescat
down
in
him as
pace. He'll take 6 piercing damage. So
does the effect do
it casts a
Or you-
level 1 sleep spell. It's not enough.
It's not enough HP. You can. It's like
No.
3d8. You know.
Yeah, you can roll it, but it will not be enough, even if you max roll.
That's a shame.
But he still
good
takes the
info.
piercing damage.
Just for fun.
I'm afraid not.
Okay.
It is in fact
Yeah, maybe-
5d8. My bad.
Maybe I need to give that better scaling, but it's meant to like I don't know, knock guards out and stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if this guy can ever hit in his life.
So
Unless you want to do
HP is
something.
higher than
No.
10. You know
Yeah, I
that.
pull over a
Technical
sconce on top of him.
Hey, I'm actually hitting.
okay. Hey, there they are.
8 slashing, 12 slashing, 20 slashing damage.
All right.
Let's go. And another one for my
Yeah, I'm
dancing
dead.
blade. You are?
Yes.
I'm so happy to hear that.
It's wonderful.
All right, and this time he's not going to take such dramatic care that he took last time, like cinematically sucking everyone's blood. Like he's just mad. He's just going to take both swords and just stab the heck out of your body. Go over here. Stab the heck out of your body.
We're just
Table
good.
my ass. Then kind of like fix his hair and we'll fade out. Sorry that took so late, guys. I'm gonna say 2 things.
It's my
One
fault.
is
I did my damnedest to keep it
was-
running too. I wanted to see
It was just-
what we could glean.
no. There's like no. There's no overestimating what your players can do. Like it can be like a monster that's absolutely outclassing them, and they came in all with like half HP. And one of your characters got taken out right from the beginning, and it still took a fucking hour to kill you. Like, it was
Absolutely.
just untenable what a player can do. But for the next session, level up. Long overdue, but
Let's
you may
go.
level up at your leisure, ready
Sweet.
for the next session.
Good stuff.
And I'll just like for the closing cinematic, as you fade out, you hear the smiling man's ever somewhat mocking voice say, "You've met with a terrible. Wait, where are you going?" And you feel yourself violently sucked
Oh.
in a strange direction, and that's where we'll end.
What?
Ready for next time.
It turns out we died
Direction.
and we went
Get
to
ready
death.
for the next chapter of the path.
Wow.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Season
something special
3.
next time. So,
Sweet.
get ready for some fun. Level up your characters.
I'm excited to be 7.
Something to look forward to.
I quite like the level 7 artificer ability.
Yeah, 7's a
Fun.
nice level to be. Okay.
That's
Yeah, sorry
awesome.
PU2 about the lateness. It was like at every given moment I thought it was about to end in like 1 second, and so
It's all
And we
right.
dragged
didn't
it,
work out
kicking
like
and
that.
screaming.
This has been another chapter
No, it's-
of the Unbeaten Path.
and it's totally fine, guys. I don't
Yeah.
want to sound like I'm annoyed. I'm like I'm not. It's just it just is. It's D&D, man. Like it
Yeah.
always goes a different way.
It's fine. If I'm tired tomorrow, I'll just tell them I was playing D&D, right?
Exactly.
That's it.
They'll know.
Well, thank you,
They'll
Twitch.
understand.
Thank you, viewers. And this is PU2 Cru logging off for the night. Everyone have a wonderful night. We'll see you next week.